screen down. Let's reload this first. And check if we're... Oh, nope, now I've got an ad. Fucking, like, seriously, Rumble, on my own channel, I have to watch an ad because I don't... Good God, Rumble's dying. All right, let's skip this. Okay, so that's apparently there. Let's click live. There we go. And then Twitch, refresh, and see how that's doing. That looks good. And then we got to go back on YouTube and check the new one. I put a... Oh, I didn't. That's right. Fucking A. Carlos Ramirez first. Yep, first in the second chat channel to come up here. Let's pop this out and see where this goes. Again, I assume the minute that I get all of this set up, the minute I get everything back together, is my guess when it will start being shitty with the KBS again. But we'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. Whatever. At Phil Smalls, I didn't give up. Well, congratulations. You're not my internet. Oh, I saw the KBS go up and down. Let's look at Twitch. Twitch says it's stable, so, well, stable-ish. All right, we got that one out. Where's the Twitch window? That's the last chat I got to pop out here. All right, let's grab that. Pop out chat. Oh, where's, oh, yeah, you know what I should do with that? I wonder if I can, let's go to open screen. There we are. Hey, guys. How y'all doing? I don't care about you.
Cheer 500. Hopefully this helps pay your internet bill.
Thank you, Sloppy. The internet bill is paid for. It's paid in advance, and I'm about to call them again and bitch them out again because we had a bunch of issues this weekend, and now we had this issue now where I reset it for the third time. So not happy about that. Where was the... Yeah. Suppose we can do it this way. Alrighty, but yeah, we got everything back. I have to reload everything. I was in a really great mood. We do have a lot of really fun stuff to like go over and discuss. So that will be fucking awesome. But yeah, unfortunately we had that shitty start. I apologize. Let's go to this. There. And because that's how I operate. Where's this person? How do I here? I don't care about that. Oh, here we go. I want to fucking A. All right, fine. So, let's go back to this. There we are, and boop. All right. Good afternoon, Goon, says Mac and Sleaze. It worked, says Kim Farm. Yeah, it's worked so far. The KBS has been up, but up is a relative term. It hasn't gone down to the point of glitching, but it still isn't quite stable. It's better. I'll give it that. It's better. All right, so let's finish fixing these windows. I'm back. You're sounding normal. I think we might have a show, says Tigger. We might. We maybe, hopefully. We have a lot of stuff to discuss. Landers, why? Why, Landers? I mean, I know I probably shouldn't ask you why you do what you do, but why do we have a hype? Why? You know what? After the day that I've had, it's been so long. Fuck it. I'll try smoking some weed if we hit a hype train. Screw it. Screw it. I'll kill myself for that. Our Thank you. I figured I'd let them finish. It's only fair. We have to. Well.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies,
said I
grandpas
would.
and the grannies. Everyone's aboard on the
You're gonna die.
809.
Like,
Here
you know, I
comes the
mean,
train, and
like
here
legit.
comes
You got the
driver
vomit bucket,
two.
right?
Wah-hey!
I mean, you got
Here
the
it
vomit
comes,
bucket.
Here it comes.
Alright.
Here comes the train today. Here comes the train.
Alrighty, MSO saying hey there. Hey MSO, good to see you. Happy to see all you guys. God, my audio is so hard to tune down on this thing. I gotta figure out a way not to peak it quite as high. Alrighty. Thank you for the 100 bits. We are at... That's fucking creepy. Like, that is creepy as shit. Speaking creepy as shit, do I look like shit or what? Jesus Christ. I've been sick and it is not done with me. Oh, boy. I gotta, like, shave and get this shit together. Good God. I have to go out this weekend and, you know, be a DJ. Fuck me. Alrighty. Audio is great, says Gurmy. Yep, the audio is good. We got it all. Thank you, Wilmer, for that. Okay, so let's make sure we know where the sticker party's at so I don't get ambushed by one of... I don't think that the fake brush will help with the real face, but thank you, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo. Less than halfway to a sticker party, so we got a while. 62% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. You should know the goal is currently on October 18th at $10, which this hype train is probably going to obliterate. So congratulations. Between this and the 500 bits earlier, I'm sure we'll be probably across that line without a problem. And we're going to do a controlled burn because fuck it. We said that we would. And we're not going to mute the mic when we cough our ass off. We'll move it, but we're not going to mute it. So y'all are going to hear how bad of an idea this was.
Cheer 500. Did I hear 500 bits?
Now it's 2 controlled burns because Sloppy threw in another 500 bits. Thank you, Sloppy as band. I really, really appreciate that. Our show is forward funded to the fucking 18th of October. So thank you. I didn't mean to hit the rim shot. I meant to just hit the applause. Toke up, buddy. Did you not hear how I've been sick all weekend? This is about to suck for all of us. Oh, that's where that is. I didn't even clear it. Let's just be honest. I didn't even clear it. There's some stale smoke in there, and I gotta finish that off too. Oh wow, you're gonna cough your balls off. Yeah, I am. Oh God, I am gonna die. It's at 94% of level 1. I could have swore we went to level 2. Jesus Christ. 94% of level 1. All I hear is you do it to yourself, just you, and that's what really hurts. LOL's smoke up, Johnny. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Digger. I do it to myself. That's the problem with being a pothead. Sloppy is banned saying, "Don't you go dying on me. Don't you go dying on me, Tom Cruise." Who's what's that actually a quote from? Don't you know? I don't know. In a pinch, I fell back on Talladega Nights. Save me, baby Jesus. Save me, Tom Cruise. All right. 10 seconds to end at 94% of level 1. That's fucking hilarious. I think I need water. Dumb and Dumber. Nice reference. Thank you. I don't know where I referenced Dumb and Dumber. I referenced Talladega Nights. Oh, I guess Carlos Ramirez is probably saying Dumb and Dumber was the reference. And I'm tired for not getting it. Yeah, that makes sense. That adds up. That maths. All right, I'm going to mute the audio for just a second now that hype train's over on Twitch. And we're going to grab our story. So don't do any subbing or gifting subs or sound drops for just a moment. Uh-oh. I got to fix that. We got a bunch of fun stories to get into today. Uh-oh. I've got to move this so I can more easily reach this because I'm going to have... Fuck you, mouse. Stop falling off my leg. I'm going to have to mute my mic a lot during this show. That one wasn't clean, as the children say. Alrighty, so we've got a video about something that happened in Philly over the weekend. Many of you may have heard of it. If you haven't, we'll go over it. We're going to be talking about a rapper who passed away, kind of the name of the show around him, if you will. So, around being a fun word. And wait till you hear about what his cause of death was, and we'll talk about all that. Let's go to this. We also have a CNN story that I'm solely going to report on to say that I think it's complete and utter bullshit and a complete fabrication. So we won't be on it very long. Then we've got a list of donors for each party, which is a nice follow-up. And then someone do an impression, everybody's trolling Kamala Harris. It's over for her. And then we've got someone doing an impression of Kamala Harris. So we'll go with that. And that's our first hour. Now, normally I'd say with the way that it's set, some of them being small pieces, we'll go through it quick. I'd be a little worried, but since we had all the bullshit happen earlier, I guess I'm lucky in that way, and we will be able to get into the second hour before we're even done. So we better get started. First with Philadelphia. Aaron should try this. Don't sub or gift. He might make more money. I want to point out... I want to point out, John Doe, that while I said nobody should gift or sub or do any sound drops, nobody did. So I didn't make any new any money. Dropped a news link. Trump and Vance immediate arrest as criminal charges filed over Springfield hoax. What? Or imminent arrest, not immediate. Your link is taking me sideways, Jason. It's doing me dirty. It's doing me dirty. Whoops, page does not exist or cannot be found. You know what, though? We can Google that. Trump Vance arrest. Let's move this out of the way. And Trump Vance arrest. Enter. Haitian nonprofit in Springfield files criminal charges against Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Affidavit uses state statute allowing private citizens to file charges. The leader of a nonprofit, Haitian Bridge Alliance, filed charges against former President Donald Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, for the chaos that ensued from their uncorroborated statements about immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, eating pets, according to the Cleveland law firm representing the agency. Wait a minute. From the chaos that ensued, you mean the hoaxes? The Chandra law firm says the nonprofit used a state statute allowing private citizens to file an affidavit charging the offense committed. The following charges were filed: disrupting public service by causing widespread bomb and other threats to be that resulted in massive disruption to public services in Springfield, Ohio, making false alarms by knowingly causing alarm in the Springfield community, by continuing to repeat lies that the state and local officials have said were false. committing telecommunications harassment by spreading claims they knew to be false during the presidential debate campaign rallies. Again, they didn't know those claims to be false. And like we said, we knew all the bomb scares were hoaxes. And I really don't believe there was a shooting threat called in because, as we all know, the FBI, the police, and the schools don't get involved when someone calls in a shooting threat. They just do business as normal until it happens. And then they say, oh, he was known to law enforcement. So, yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're doing it. And anything they can and they will, I guess. David Chandler, good to see you. 100 bits. Nice to see you, my friend. We had a level 1 hype train end at 94%. So we can't have any crazy hype trains now. I'm sorry. So maybe save that for another day if you were intending that, because I can't smoke anymore. I tried one controlled burn for the hype train we had, and it nearly killed me. Oh, all right. So will they get him arrested, though? I don't know. The charges were filed in Clark County Municipal Clark County Municipal Court. Through the filing, the nonprofit asked the court to affirm probable cause and issue arrest warrants. The court must have a hearing before rejecting the affidavit as part of the legal process. The law firm said the charges stem from the impact of Trump's and Vance's baseless fear-mongering that legal Haitian immigrants to the Ohio town are eating the neighbors' pets. Again, they're not legal immigrants. Like they're refugees that were, again, forcibly put in that town. Nobody asked them to come there, and the Haitians sure as shit didn't say, yeah, let's go to Ohio. That sounds slamming. You guys did it to change, like, be honest about that, all right? And stem from the impact of Trump's and Vance's baseless fear-mongering. It's not baseless. There are several videos, pictures, and stories. That's not baseless. Is it wrong? I guess. Apparently. That's like saying that the chaos that ensued was baseless. It's not baseless. It was just all overseas hoaxes that never ever happened. And the one school shooting that we were able to avoid. And that's the part that pisses me off the most. When some LGBT left-leaning trans kid wants to shoot up a school because we're not respecting gay people enough, the schools won't take that threat seriously. But when someone supposedly calls in and goes, yeah, it's open season on those cat-eating Haitians. Oh, lock down the schools. We can't take the risk. Our new demographic might get mowed down before they can vote. Oh, it's so disheartening. You see it happen time and time again with the fucking shooting, that they knew that they could have done something, that they should have done something, and now supposedly this time, the minute they did, and ooh, isn't that convenient? We get to use that against some fucking dipshits. A little reverse psychology goes a long way. John Doe, again, like I said, literally no one donated during that time. So, reverse psychology, which it wasn't. It was just literally, hey, don't go for sound drop stuff or get me to ring a cowbell because I'm not paying attention and I can't hear you. Like, that wasn't reverse psychology. Drop the news link for you. Yep, we got that. And oh, we got another one. We've got another one. David Chandler with link. Everybody's giving me links. I had a whole show prepped on my own. Like, I love this, but I had a whole show prepped on my own. But David Chandler is such a huge supporter of this channel, past and present, that we have to do it. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck, I love you, David Chandler. This is the best. I love the guy that does this, too. This is not the original guy whose channel we're watching. But I love this guy. He takes weird animal clips and he does stuff. So we'll play this quick. Boop. Boop.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live
It's
there.
not bad.
They're eating the dogs.
Oh, nice. He donated the revenue to the SPCA. Help the animals in Springfield, Ohio find a loving home that isn't a Haitian's belly. You should have included that. Like, lean in, man. Help them find a loving home and not become a meal.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I love that guy. He does a lot of fun stuff. I try not to play too much of his shit, but I enjoy it myself. So that was David Chandler's one that we got earlier, the Thunderbolts. I don't give a shit about the Thunderbolts movie trailer. Like, if you want it, here it is. Like, I don't know anything about the Thunderbolts. I have to say, I don't care. I heard they're recasting Deadpool, and I'm like, if you take Ryan Reynolds out of that role, then I'm kind of going to lose interest in the Deadpool movies, possibly. Like,
It doesn't work for me.
What doesn't?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Is that a follow or a subscription? The chat didn't tell me. I don't know. Northern Finlander, that's funny. Yeah, no, dude, that is funny. That was very, very funny. But again, like, what's wrong with repeating lies and rumors? After all, lots of people on the Biden side did that about the Steele dossier and everything else, and that turned out to be baseless. Alrighty, but yes, thank you. They're eating the dogs and the cats. Criminal charges are being filed. Big news dropping all over the motherfucking place. And what is this? Nope, we got that. Trump and Vance immediate arrest. Yeah, we did it. We got the thing. Does it still do the whoops thing? Nope. Yeah, face immediate arrest as criminal charges are filed over the... I mean, I don't think immediate arrest. I severely doubt they'll be arrested. Vance, no apology for spreading misinformation about Springfield. Again, the people that are complaining about that are also the same ones spreading the misinformation about the bomb scares. Again, those were hoaxes. There were no bomb scares. They were hoaxes. There was no shooting threat because it didn't happen. All right, anyways. All right, so that's that. We're done with that one. We kind of covered it. But thank you for notifying me of that. I did not know. All right, so let's get to the one that I wanted to get to from earlier. What's going on in Philly over the weekend? King Kong Dong saying, "I missed you, no homo." Of course. Oh, it's totally homo. I get it, King Kong Dong. We should just dump these. Ooh, rusty grammar. That's a salty one. There's no Deadpool without Ryan Reynolds, says Digger420. I kind of agree, at least in the film sense. Like, I love Deadpool and the voice actor who does his voice in animated stuff and video games. Great. But, yeah, like for the movies, yeah, I don't, it's like casting someone else to play Wolverine. I'm sorry. It's not going to work for me. It's not that you can't do it. It's just that's going to be a different generation's Deadpool, and that's going to be a different generation's Wolverine, and those people can go have fucking fun at the movies all they want. I don't give a shit. Digger 420, it's not misinformation. There's videos all over the internet. Well, but some of those videos are misleading. Like, I know there's a video of a crazy lady eating a cat, and that just happened to be a crazy lady. Again, the thing about this whole misinformation thing is, while the actual people at blame may or may not be the Haitian migrants, there are legit stories of people eating cats and ducks. RDJ to play Deadpool. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Henry Cavill would make a great Wolverine. He hated playing Wolverine for the scene he played. Said he was sick to his stomach from the cigar smoking he had to do. So I don't know if we'll ever get Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Plus, he's a little big for it. He's a big dude. Wolverine's supposed to be a short guy. Like, a lot of people forget this. Wolverine's supposed to be like a short little fucking little boulder of a dude. Like, I don't know, man. Okay. So yes, it's not entirely misinformation. It's one of those things where the truth lies somewhere in the middle. But hey, if we can bring Donald Trump in on charges, why the fuck not? Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, so, and now to this. So, yeah, this is what was going on in Philly over the weekend. It's a shame we couldn't get Ben Affleck as Daredevil in Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't like Ben Affleck as Daredevil. I'm sorry. When it comes to Daredevil, for me, it's the dude who played him in the Netflix series. The Netflix Daredevil guy is my Daredevil. Hashtag my Daredevil. Like, I don't mind fucking what's her nut is Carmen Electra, and I get, like, since you had her, if you were going to have Daredevil, you'd have to have that Daredevil, but fuck that, no. Shia, yeah, maybe Digger 420, but some of the videos aren't Haitians in Springfield, and only some of the Haitians in Springfield are even eating pets. So lies, all lies. Trump and Vance are evil. Sorry, I'm tired. I need a nap. You need a Snickers. You get a little crazy when you're hungry. Oh, God. I am through all the worst of it, but I'm, like, still recovering physically and mentally. The biggest part of MS that sucks is, like, when you get sick, like I was. I wasn't seriously sick, but it was enough to amp everything up. Like, my body goes down and slows down, and, like, I'm still fighting the fucking depression shit. Like, oh, have a great time during the show. We'll have fun with all the shit we're talking about, and if the KBS doesn't take a dump, I won't lose my goddamn mind. But after the show goes off and everything turns off, well, then that's going to be a different story. Anyways, Jonathan Crutchman III. Well, who were the first two? Because, like, my dad is not named Jonathan. His dad was named John, so that guy was not named Jonathan. So who were the first two? If I'm the third... Wait a minute, what's phase 2? Fuck. All right. It's just, Flimsy Greenberg. Let's not worry about the details. Indeed. Let's go over to this with what happened in Philly over the weekend at an illegal car meetup.
For those that were involved in it should be very well aware, we have your picture. We're coming for you. If you think you got away last night, you didn't.
Another weekend of illegal car meetups causing what Philadelphia police describe as chaos across the city. At least 3 people, including 1 juvenile, are under arrest as investigators try to get control of this situation.
At least 3?
And so being with us for NBC 10 News at 6.
If you think you got away, you didn't. We've got 3 people, everybody. You know there were more than 3 of them there, right?
I'm Rosemary Connors. Philadelphia police tell us they believe last night's events were in retaliation to the steps the city is taking to crack down on these potentially dangerous car meetups. NBC 10's Brian Sheehan joins us now with more on the extent.
Guys, they're trying to make this shit we're doing that has absolutely no level of safety and no level of control where innocent people could just get hit by cars because untrained individuals are treating their cars like giant fucking toys because who doesn't love the Fast and the Furious? Yeah, they want to make that illegal. You know what we should do? Prove them wrong by meeting up, blocking up traffic, and just fucking around. Yeah, guys, way to go. Way to go. I'm sure everyone in Philly who had some sort of issue getting somewhere this weekend because of that bullshit really feels you. Really does.
And of the damage to police property as the search for the drivers involved continues. Brian, fill us in.
Well, Rosemary, Philadelphia police say 5 of their vehicles were damaged and officers were attacked as they tried to break up these illegal meetups that have been called.
Okay, is it just me? And I don't think the pause screen helps. I'm going to wipe the chat box off the screen for just a second. But, like, seriously, am I the only one who's smelling serious Mo coming from this guy? Am I the only one getting Mo vibes? Have we met him? Like, I'm just saying, since he started talking, either he has a nasally cold like I do, or that's a Mo. His pronouns are she, he. Flimsy Greenberg, wipe your box. I need to get a sound drop that just says, wipe your box. And then just hit that every time. Oh, almost, and good.
Causing problems, wreaking havoc in our city. You can see the skid marks here just outside City Hall. We're across from the Ritz-Carlton, but take a look what it looked like while this was happening overnight.
Again, anybody that wanted to get to the Ritz-Carlton or anything, all these people all around here. But hey, guys, at least we're making a statement with our car meetup.
This was as it was happening. Those involved actually lit a ring of fire in the middle of the road as they blocked traffic.
I drove into a burning ring of fire. I didn't have a point, but the flames went higher, and I burned a ring of fire. Oh, he is flaming like flying of rooftop flaming. Eric the Midget. One, I love your name. Before we go any further, let me just say how proud I am that I got to pronounce your name, Eric the Midget. God fucking bless you, Eric the Midget. Not a guy I want to hear say skid marks. I know, right? They were filming Fast and the Furious 11. That's all. Guys, we're just doing a movie. Doctor Strange is trying to come through.
Traffic investigators tell us this was just one of 11 total incidents involving illegal street racing last night from Bustleton Avenue in the northeast all the way to Bartram Gardens in southwest. 6 of those incidents, they say, were violent and included flamethrowers, setting off fireworks, and starting fires in trash cans. Philadelphia police.
Right, and those are all great ways to convince the city that these vehicle meetups are of no threat or concern to public safety whatsoever. So we should totally let the hooligans have their time. Because after all, if they go whole hog, they're only setting off fireworks, racing cars illegally, setting fire to shit. They have no insurance, no safety, and if they hit somebody and run, like they'll totally not. Yeah, what's the problem? Flamethrowers, what the fuck? I know, right? Like, I don't have a flamethrower. I want a flamethrower.
Held a rare Sunday afternoon press conference to talk about all the mayhem officers and residents endured last night. Police have been cracking down on the meetups using intel they gather to try to prevent them before they happen, and they think that has something to do with what we saw overnight.
I have a really, really good idea for this. When you catch the people who do these illegal car meetups, permanently revoke their license. Guess who doesn't get to have a car anymore? Take that ability away from them. That would be my first thing. Like, if I was in charge, like, the world's a mess and I just need to rule it. Like, honestly, if I was in charge, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying, if you get caught doing this shit, then fuck off. Because again, you guys with your illegal car meetups, if one of you slides into somebody and kills them, there's no insurance. Like, yeah, it's just kind of a bad idea. There's like safety and things to consider. Oh, Johnny, you dear sweet boy, they don't have licenses. Oh, they don't? Well, then why aren't we just shooting them on sight? Like, that's my thing. Like, if you don't have a license and you're still doing this, then I guess we can shoot you. Like, let's just shoot them. Not like lethally, not like kill them. Like, I mean, just like put a hole in one of their legs, you know? Like, aim for the tires. Isn't that what they always say? Shoot out the tires. I'm thinking half of the people there don't have a valid driver's license. Johnny for president. He doesn't lay on the beach while sick. He works. Yes, I do, Pray by 12. Except for yesterday. I totally took yesterday off because I was sick. And I completely felt no guilt when I got up and I watched Aaron's show. Although I was laughing my balls off when I found out why he didn't realize I wasn't going in on Monday. Because he had himself like the shirts, Eric Church, Mimosa Bar. Again, Mo Radar is fucking screaming. I don't know what to do about it. I think my boss is a Mo.
This behavior will not be tolerated. We firmly believe that the actions last night were in retaliation of the police department's aggressive actions that we've been taking since the Mayor Parker's administration began.
Did you have to fight yourself from saying pandemic? Did you almost say since the pandemic? I feel like you had to fight saying since the pandemic. I really feel like you had to fight that.
Will not be tolerated. We firmly believe that the actions last night were in retaliation of the police department's aggressive actions that we've been taking since the Mayor Parker's.
He did. He was going to say pandemic. Since the pandemic. The aggressive actions we've taken since the pandemic. This is the new Mad Max prequel. Flamethrower Guitar Guy's back. Dude, Flamethrower Guitar Guy rocked. If this was the Mad Max prequel, like, all right, but then I want to see fucking police officer Mad Max running around shotgunning people. He blacked out, didn't even remember texting you back. It was a turnoff for sure. Dude, no, like, the thing is, I responded to his hey baby text with a question mark, and I think you meant that for someone else. And I'm glad I did, because my knee-jerk reaction, because I was stuffed up and everything, and my knee-jerk reaction was to say, hey, sugar tits, what's going on with you? And then it would have gotten worse. How long would we have been flirting with each other with me thinking it's a joke and him thinking he's talking to a lady? And then me finding out all too long that he's serious, and then him finding out it's a guy and him still going for it. Like, it's going to be a problem. I'm glad I handled it the way I did. Man, shirt white, how you keep clean. Dollar General TD. Thank you. I'm guessing it's a lot of bleach and starch that he's using. I'm guessing it's a lot of bleach and starch, but I could be wrong. I don't know. What am I?
The administration began.
Yeah, they say in some instances 200 cars were involved. Now, just a short time ago, dozens of bike enthusiasts gathered outside City Hall and
talked. Bike enthusiasts. Whoa. Were they bike curious or were they full-fledged bikers? I can't. Bike enthusiast. Now, just say a bunch of just say a motorcycle gang. Just say a motorcycle gang. I'm seeing one cut. I'm seeing two cut. That's a cut. Like, come on, man.
About violence in the city before they hosted a peace ride in honor of a teen girl who was shot and killed earlier this week. We talked to one of the speakers there who says what they're doing is peaceful and that police are actually aware of what they are doing. They too, like so many other, are tired of dealing with this type of activity across the city. Take a listen.
It's senseless. You're destroying our city. You're destroying our community. And real bikers who love this sport, this is our passion, we're totally against that. If you were
Dude, bikers, I don't know if you were paying attention, motherfucker. It wasn't bikers. It was a whole bunch of stupid rice burning loving motherfuckers, okay? It was a whole bunch of people in small cars that go way too fast and are way too light because they were made in China. Team Johnny K. Dollar General, what is piss ride? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I feel like this is the wrong channel for that. Holy Jesus, I haven't scrolled the Rumble chat. I thought it was frozen. They have been talking for a while, and I have not seen skid marks happen to the best of us. Oh, Johnny, yesterday, WOT's Wizards of the Coast is completely fucking their products, banning 4 cards that cause multi-million-dollar loss on the product, and they're making the D&D books woke. Oh, fuck them. Fuck them. Real bikers. This guy says it. Yeah, real bikers that wear a shirt over their button-up shirt with the collar nicely. Dude, I don't know if you're not a real biker. Like, when I hear real biker, I just, ugh.
Want to do burnouts? Go to Maple Grove. Go to Cecil County. They got racetracks.
You want to do burnouts? Go to Maple Grove. Go to Cecil County. They got racetracks. Go to another state. I don't care if you fuck that shit up. Just stay the fuck out of Philly. But that's the thing. They don't want to go anywhere. Plus, when they show up there, those are places where people might ask to see their license. And as I'm being informed, they're apparently, oh, wow, he's got some really blue eyes. I bet, dude, if he is slinging for the same team, I'm betting he crushes, dude. I am betting this guy crushes man ass like you wouldn't believe. If he's straight, probably not. Like, that lispy voice is, all the Harley bikers are boomers now, says Wild Saffron. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you can hear the passion in that man's voice. Philadelphia police say they are going to find those responsible, saying if you were involved last night and you hear a knock at your door, it is them. They are coming to hold you accountable. We're live in Center City tonight. I'm Brian Sheehan, NBC 10 News.
To hold you accountable. Right. If you hear, so that won't have a whole bunch of people on edge. I'm sure they don't have to worry about anybody having their guns drawn, ready to answer that door. I don't know what he thinks a biker is. The ones I know don't fuck. Oh, Sam. That is aggressive. Alrighty, they're coming for you, Johnny K. Yeah, I was totally involved this weekend. That's what the whole me being sick thing. Make Mana Crypt great again. I like that. That should just be an ongoing thing. Just drop names of Magic cards. Ones I do or don't know, because I haven't played Magic for years. For years since I was was it Magic or are we talking D&D? Well, Wizards of the Coast is D&D, not Magic, right? Magic is different. Or is Wizards of the Coast? I don't fucking remember. Ah, Jesus. Mana Crypt got banned. Well, that's gay. That's gay. Wizards of the Coast is Magic and D&D. That's what I thought. Canyon, how much for... Whoa. Okay, both equally gay, says Fanatical Bucks fan. I can't disagree with you on that. Actually, I have Safe Moon shaking my head. Maybe someday, eh? What, is Safe Moon a card? All right. Anyway, so yeah, Philly is not having it with the people and the illegal car meetups, and they're going to do something, by God. And we got to get to this. Now, I hate that they covered this up. Yeah, dude, log in or create email. Well, that's the problem. I can't log in because when I do enter your email to get started, I've done that before. And check your inbox. So yeah, how do you this isn't a login thing. This is you guys being dicks. This is such a roundabout way. Sign in Sign in. All right. You're logged in. Now can I go back to this one, or is it still going to be a pain in the ass? All right, good. We're logged in. Great. Now we're good.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
I don't give a shit.
New record.
All right, so we're going to get to this. We're going to play 33 seconds of a video, but before we do, it's a sad day in the rap world. So those of you who are big fans in the rap world might need to sit down for a second. Fat Man Scoop collapses at concert. We're going to play the video for you, and then we're going to tell you what happened to him. This was a performance in Connecticut. He died at the age of 53 following his collapse. So let's go to this.
You better give it up for Fat Man Scoop right now.
I don't know why they call him Fat Man Scoop. You think it'd be Fat Man 2 Scoops.
If you came to party,
uh-oh.
make some noise.
Oh, shit. Okay, so he collapsed. That was the collapse. He died shortly thereafter. The cause of death has finally been revealed. St. Caesar, sad news in the rap world. I thought he was going to announce Diddy died. That wouldn't be sad. I mean, that depends who you are, I guess. Sad for somebody. But anyhow, the hype man and radio personality died as a result of, get this, hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, the Connecticut Chief Medical Examiner's Office announced on Tuesday. The 53-year-old's manner of death was ruled as natural. Yeah, but I have a question. I just have one question. Now, yes, he was a person of weight. He was kind of fat, but oh damn, heart attack, St. Caesar, COVID. No. I'm wondering more something else. So, a heart problem. I wonder if he was. Digger's got it on the Rumble chat. I don't want to say it out loud because YouTube gets mad at me. They don't like when I voice my opinion. They call it misinformation. This whole thing, like I'm supposedly the encyclopedia Bacriplica. I'm supposed to help people. Oh, yeah. You know you can trust as an accurate source of information. The retarded cripple who talks out of his ass twice a day. And once on Sundays. So, I mean, again, like misinformation bothers me. You shouldn't be trusting me as a source of information. You should be trusting me as a possible source of information. I'm one of those, hey, I should vet that if I care. Like kind of things. You should never ever just be like, hey, yeah, no, misinformation. I'm a retarded cripple. Of course you can't trust me. Cheetos in gravy sauce. What? Cheetos in gravy sauce actually sounds like it might be good. Like dipping Cheetos in gravy sauce, like a weird kind of poutine. Now I'm feeling fucking gross. Should have more watermelon instead. Oh, Carlos Ramirez. But you're right. Fruit would have probably worked out better. Probably would have worked out better. Digger 420. Question everything. Believe no one. Dude, I have a cat named Mulder. I didn't name him Mulder. Someone else named him Mulder. Spooky Mulder. Spooky Mulder. And I bet you can get that reference based off what you just typed. Anyways, so yes, a guy, a rapper, a hype man known as Fat Man Scoop died because he was fat. Again, I question if it was only being fat. See, this back in the day, you wouldn't have to. Back in the day, you didn't need to. You just went, oh, he was fat. Makes sense. Angry Saxon saying, Cheetos and chocolate dipping sauce will change your life. Or make me want to K myself because, God, that sounds gross. That sounds disgusting. St. Caesar, R.I.P. Fat Man Scoops will be missed. But, or Scoop, Fat Man Scoop. I honestly, I have never heard of Fat Man Scoop show. Like, I've never heard of Fat Man Scoop show. I don't know. I don't know Fat Man Scoop. All right, so let's get over to our next story. Harris and Trump locked in an exceedingly close presidential race. Let's play this video. I don't believe this for a second. Like, I don't believe they're locked in an exceedingly close presidential race. I think CNN and a lot of left-leaning news sources are very vested in saying they are. But if you look at the just levels of support, the intensity of those levels of support, and the diversity of support between the candidates, you'll find that, I don't know, man. Two scoops. Saltines, an assortment of dips, steak sauce, mustard, Western dressing. Shia, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about now. Are we talking about things to dip Cheetos in still? And we are talking about the snack Cheetos, right? Like the Chester Cheetos. Harris locked in a close race. Rigged. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's rigged, and they want to fucking pitch it to us. Like, that's what I'm...
The world ain't set up for the honest man to succeed.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't want to see this. Can we please finish this ad so I can move along? Near. Do. Come on. Yes. Penguin. People like it. Oh, great. Hooray.
I think there are a few main takeaways besides the fact that it is just such a razor-tight, thin race here. Look, I want to point out what I think is a very interesting little
piece of Photoshop. Again, we are pulling this completely out of our ass because, again, if you go to swing states and areas that matter... fuck it. We did a story this morning about fucking Muslims supporting Trump. I'm sorry. No, it's not.
Nugget that I've seen, not just in CNN's polling, but in other polling as well. You look among likely voters, again, no clear leader, Harris up by a point, but again, no clear leader. Among registered voters, it's a tie, and this is something that we've been seeing in a lot of the polling this year.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Again, this is something you've been pitching a lot lately. The same way you told us Biden was sharp as a tack. The same way you keep telling us everyone loves Kamala Harris. You're doing this thing where you lie to our face.
Sort of go down, limit yourself to those who are most likely to turn out and vote, or probabilistically the people who are most likely to turn out and vote or wait a little bit more. You see that Harris does a little bit better. That might forecast that maybe the Democrats might have a turnout advantage come November. That's not the only thing that sort of snuck out or struck out to me.
Okay, again, I can't even listen to this. This is, again, no. You're not going to have a turnout advantage come November. There's not a whole lot of people like, I support Trump and I'm going to vote for Trump, but I'm going to stay home. No, actually, all the people who support Trump don't trust you to even let him win fair and square. So they might try to vote twice themselves. Lexi saying, Johnny, you're so tiny. I know I'm such a small boy. I'm such a small boy. AB News is saying the same thing. Oh, that it's close? Don't trust your dick-lying eyes. The only way they can steal the erection is if the polls look close. I feel like Digger 420 meant to type election, but decided to type erection just to be funny. To which I give a hearty, like, fake, but wasn't bad, actually. This mouse does not want to stay up on my lap. This is why I need the egg chair back. I can't do this show without the egg chair. Angry Saxon saying, hey, man, if you want to steal my erection, you're more than welcome to try. You're really going to have to sit on that one. Maybe Digger is Asian. Actually, no, Digger has a, Oh, no, YouTube doesn't mind erection, but the other word is sometimes a no-no. Oh, so she's doing it for a real reason. Okay. But, yeah, no, Digger's Canadian, I believe. I show up at the best of times, says T.Y. Agree album. Yeah, if you missed earlier today, then you definitely showed up at the best of times because we had a rough start like you wouldn't believe. It was a ball punch, to say the least, and I was in a great mood before it happened, despite being kind of sick. We tried to do one controlled burn. It nearly killed me. So we're not pushing people too much to throw in on the YouTube or the Rumble because controlled burns are dangerous for me. And Doom, where is the egg chair? The egg chair was supposed to have some TLC attention paid to it that I didn't get to do because it was sick. And so I haven't moved it back in because I've been sick. I have so many appointments going on tomorrow that I'm not even going to bother. And tomorrow night after the appointments and after this show, because the show will start at a random time, and we'll work on the chair, and hopefully it's planned to be back Thursday. The plan is to have Humpty back in spot on Thursday. Is this really the time? I mean, I'm doing something right now. Are you good? Do you need to come be over here? Do you have to have fucking... Do I have to pause the show for a fucking cat? Really? Jesus Christ. All right, come here. Come here. Now I know how Aaron feels dealing with retarded second mics. Come here. Come here. I can't pick you up from over there. You know how this works. I gotta lean. Ugh. Ugh. All right. And whoop. There we go. I know it's weird, buddy, but I gotta get you up here. Cats are dope as hell. Yep, and this one is my cat. This is my kitty Alucard. Alucard, everybody, say hello. Hey, everybody. Alucard. There we go. And he's leaving now. All of that, and you didn't want to stay up here? You dick. Have you thrown enough of a wrench into the program, sir? You've been given your treats before the show, as per usual. Like, he gets treats before the show. I'm going to have to start doing them after the show. He's going to have to earn them. God damn it. Mr. Beat said, I thought that was your kid at first. No, no, no. That was the cat. That was the fucking cat. Alucard is a very, very loud cat. When he's yowling, he'll let you know. All right, so I'm bailing out of the CNN story because, again, it's skewed garbage, and I know it. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that, and we'll move over to this instead. The Democrats always love saying how the Republicans love tax cuts for the wealthy. Let's look at the list of Democratic sponsors that we have coming out for Miss Kamala Harris. Holy Jesus. Oh my God. Google has given the Harris campaign $1.4 million. Google, Microsoft, Brown & Brown, Johnson & Johnson, Apple, Oracle, Wells Fargo. Okay. What do we have for Trump? We got a list for Trump though, right? Let's go for Trump. All right, Trump. What do we have? Oh my God, it's not even close. American Airlines with 134,000. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, some of them are double dipping though. Brown & Brown, Johnson & Johnson, they're picking both sides. FedEx, United Airlines, Lockheed Martin. All right, but the big corporations really love Kamala Harris. Ooh. Ouch. Oh my God. Oh, Google and Microsoft alone are responsible for millions in donations and are a couple of the wealthiest companies on the planet, not to mention their stranglehold on information via the web browsers and search. Throw in Facebook, Apple, and Amazon, and you're talking about companies worth trillions supporting the Democratic candidate. Right? Yeah, it's almost like they have a vested interest in not letting Donald Trump get it. Oh. You mean big corporations love slave work? I mean cheap labor? Who'd have thought? So does this mean like that the Democrats are just trying to bring back slavery? Like they're like, you took it from us once, goddammit, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. But I can get it back, man. I can get it back. King Kong Dong saying Pelosi family made all their money on Microsoft insider trading. Pelosi family made all their money on insider trading, which is why insider trading shouldn't be illegal. And if it is illegal, like I believe it is, it shouldn't be legal for politicians. Like that would be another one. This is why I'll never be an elected official, because number one of the first things I'm doing is I'm getting rid of all of the special rules. Oh, well, if you're an elected official, it doesn't matter if you do this. No, it does. It actually does. It does matter because you know the rules. So you don't get to do that. Saint Caesar, that's it. I'm switching to PlayStation. Okay? I could give a fuck. Your cat's name is Alucard. No, Magic 8 Ball. Not Alucard. Alucard. A-L... Wait. It's Dracula backwards. I can't spell right now. My head is still groggy, and I'm A-L-C-A-R-D. There's a U in there somewhere. A-L-U-C-A-R-D. God damn it. Alucard. God, I can't fucking spell. Alucard Symphony of the Night. Well, actually, it's from Helsing for mine, but you know what I mean. Same thing. All right. Okay, so we have a video of people trolling Kamala Harris. Let's watch this. This is supposed to be funny, and we don't need that or that. Those are done. So we do this, and we're done with our first hour shit. Hooray! Fuck yeah! We got like 2 hours left in the program. More than enough shit to fill that. Oh, and dude, if Mr. Q is here, I don't know. Have I seen him around? Yep, there he is, Mr. Q saying kitty. Mr. Q, you know how you love animal stories? I've got a fun one for you in the next hour's load. So how about we call it a docket, not a load, okay? Just for future reference. Just jot this down. If you're listening, John, just future reference. They're dockets, not loads, okay? Second hour load sounds bad. Jesus Christ. Oh, my bad, LOL. Hey, man, it's an easy mistake to make, T.Y. Green Goblin. Easy mistake to make.
Okay.
All right, so this is apparently someone doing an impersonation of Kamala Harris. Let's go to this.
Because I have a plan, okay? On my first day in office, we are going to dedicate all our funds to figuring out how to get the spaghetti sauce out of Tupperware, okay? And that is going to reduce American expenses on Tupperware, okay? And that's going to put the money back into what we are calling an opportunity economy, okay? Because we are not going back. We are not. And this former president would like you all to spend money on glass Pyrex. I remember growing up with my mother. There was a small business, and they served everything in these little takeout containers. And we would go home, okay, as you do. And we would use them. We would reuse them, okay? That's
the sick part is how good he's doing the impersonation. Hoover flag saying Pyrex rules. Yeah, dude, Pyrex kicks ass. Dude, You're gonna hate me for the Pyrex dish I have, and I'll tell you to go F yourselves. But I literally had my lunch in a Pyrex dish, and yes, it has Baby Yoda on the side. Shut up. I didn't pick it, but it has Baby Yoda. My Pyrex bowl has Baby Yoda on it, okay? I both didn't pick it and don't mind.
The America I grew up in, I was not given $1 million baby formula in a golden chalice that was heated by holding it between the thighs of a manservant. Okay? And I did not...
It's the okay part. It's the okay. That's the one that's really getting it. That's the one that's really getting me.
Filed for bankruptcy 6 times. Thank you.
Wait a minute, did he say and I filed for bankruptcy 6 times? All right, let's go back a bit. I'm sorry, what?
Eyes of a manservant. Okay? And I did not file for bankruptcy 6 times. Thank you.
Who is he doing? He's doing a Kamala Harris impersonation. People are mocking her for her Tupperware take. People are trolling her over Tupperware. Let's see if we can find the Tupperware clip. Kamala Harris Tupperware. All right, let's go to... Fuck it, let's do it on YouTube. It'll probably be better there. Kamala Harris Tupperware. Kamala Harris Tupperware. Boom. All right, this is a day ago. Ducks historical charity event. No, that's not it. Leads the nation's polls over Trump. Again, that's a lie. Pushes for another Donald Trump debate. Yeah, because that'll go well. Where's the Kamala Harris Tupperware thing? Mark Harris. Wow, they really are. They really are pitching for this bitch. Anyhow, she was doing something about talking about Tupperware. Now people are making fun of her for her Tupperware take. But I can't find the clip with the Tupperware. All right. Rubbermaid is for basic bitches. Pyrex is for winners. And Tupperware is for DEI hires. All right. All right. So there's that. Let's mute our audio here and grab the second hour stories. All right. I have to click undo a couple times because that's fucked up. My hand is not working well. It's making doing all of this difficult. Shit. All right. So we're going to go to our second hour stories. We're going to be talking about gang wars in Chicago and the cause. Oh boy, the cause is going to be fun. So let's go over here. Oh, never mind. I thought that was going to be playing something and it didn't. So let's stop. Remember. All right. And then let's grab this guy. And then we got this story. We've got, we got a story about a kind of a good-hearted story about a child abducted in 1951 when he was 6 years old, was just found by his family. So there's that. All right, let's go ahead and Oh, we got a story about someone who's trying to prove that Donald Trump isn't a racist. We've got a story about Donald Trump talking about how he's going to punish John Deere. And then we've got the story of the monkeys in India. So we've got that one. The monkeys in India, that's going to be Mr. Q's animal story that he loves so much. He loves the animal stories. I don't know that we'll actually be showing any well, maybe we might see the footage. We do have some footage with it, so we'll read you the story and get into it in a little bit. But first, to Chicago. A former Chicago gangster has sounded the alarm about Democrats' oxymoronic crime policies, warning Americans should be afraid as fear mounts over a possible turf war between Venezuelan gangs and their local counterparts in the Windy City. Venezuela, how do we have a problem with Venezuelan gangs? All the people coming through the border are just people looking for a better life and decent people, right? Like, that's a whole bunch of bigotry shit to say that they're criminals jumping the border illegally. They're all just good, honest folk who just want to work the field and make a hard day's work. Imagine going missing and falling in love with a girl just to find out decades later that she's your relative. That would fucking suck. But it would explain why you love them so much. I love you like a brother. It's because you are. Shit. And then you have the Joe Dirt problem. You can only get hard when I need you. I need to think you're my sister. Where is the clan when you need them? I don't know about that. But let's go ahead and check out our good friends in Chicago and how they're doing. Let's find out how Chicago's faring with, the Venezuelan gangs coming in.
Chicago have caught the attention of the city's local counterparts, bringing tensions to an all-time high. Our next guest is a former gang member who now runs a violence prevention program and warns that the city may go up in flames, fearing an all-out turf war. Tyrone Muhammad is the founder and CEO of Ex-Cons for Community and Social Change, and he's been kind enough to join.
All right. Tyrone Muhammad. It's just an interesting choice of names. Tyrone Muhammad. All right, fine, whatever. But the point being, you were saying, sir?
Now, Tyrone, thanks so much for joining the program. So let's first, before we get into the criminal element, talk about the money that's being spent, because I know you talk about the community and building those black communities and Hispanic communities in Chicago that were affected before this crisis. They're spending $464 million on this crisis. Can y'all be using that money somewhere else?
I don't know any household, Lawrence, where you yourself would pay my mortgage before you pay your own. That would be because
this guy is really, really fucking emotional. Hold on, buddy. I mean, if you keep going, I'm going to come. All right. I'm sorry. Wait, people are paying mortgages?
Considered crazy. So the federal would pay my mortgage before you pay your own. That would be considered crazy. So that's the very fact that our government believe with all the issues and systemic disinvestment that's happening to all these communities throughout America, that you were in our face when, specifically Chicago, where black voters have voted for one party.
Motherfucker, I'm straight up retarded and I can't tell what you're saying, all right? People have trouble distinguishing what I say, and I do this shit for a living, so I can understand mumble-mouthing a bit on live air, but Jesus.
Consistently and religiously, that party would not listen to the voters or the community to say, us first, we should be first, put us first. And the very notion that anyone would have the audacity to think that non-citizens should go before the black community and the most impoverished communities is asinine.
Yeah.
Right. But you guys, you forgot where you're supposed to do whatever they say, and you're not voting the way they like, and it turns out some of you guys don't agree with their opinions on the whole LGBT thing, so they're just going to try importing more people that are dependent, because what are you going to do? Stand on your own two legs. That's the fun thing about all the people on the dole. And I know, oh, Johnny, you're on the dole too. And guess what this is all about? Fighting to get off of it, along with DJing and all the other shit I do, because I don't want to stay on the dole. Why? Because if you're on the dole and then they go, hey, we're going to take the dole away, what do you do? What do? You complain. Yeah, you can complain. You can bitch. You can moan. You can piss and moan. But, yeah, you guys can't fucking up and support yourselves because you need that EBT.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a slap in the face. So that's the first part of this problem. The second problem
It's really a slap in the face. Right, it's a slap in the face to the black communities, American citizens, veterans, the list goes on and on and on. But nobody wants to talk about the fact that we're still doing it, and one party's responsible.
Is that you got the gangs that are coming in now. Trinidad de Agua is now fighting with the local gangs, and this is on top of an already problem right now. You got robbery that's up 12%, aggravated battery is up 13%.
What about rechargeable battery?
Theft is up 43%, and you invited.
What about rechargeable battery? Rechargeable battery is up 22%. Who the fuck is this? I don't know who this is, but every time I scroll over and I see this chubbly man's face, I just think, sir, you're about to have a heart attack.
Them in to go against now the local games already in Chicago. Explain to us what's happening on the ground.
Okay, so it's like this. Yo, this our turf. Plop, 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 plop. Fuck you. Plop, 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 plop. You dirty wet. Plop, plop, plop. That's pretty much what it is.
So let me just say this. We just heard about a vice president who said she specialized in locking up and arresting transnational gangs, while the very party that she's a part of, the policies with the sanctuary cities and the border crisis, she support. And now the influx of which is oxymoronic at the same time. Now we have to fight transnational gangs and the influx of.
So wait a minute. Are you telling me that they are making them cut their dicks off before they cross the border? Now I'm sort of kind of okay with it. Like, I'm all right with it if it's like, hey, you're clearly a criminal, you're clearly a banger, like a gangbanger, so if you're going to come into the U.S. and start some shit, lop off your pee-pee first. Like, that's all. I'm for it. They don't got to do the whole, like, tuck it in and making an outie and innie. Like, I'm not looking for that. I just want them to, again, cut their dicks off. Just every, and let's be honest, there's enough markings on them to tell who they are. Every obviously tatted gangbanger, we just take their dick and balls when they come over the line. That's all. If you're going to let them in anyway, just take their cock and balls first. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
These men who we don't know where they come, what crimes they committed.
Whoa. Hold the fuck on, Donald Trump. That is bigotry talk. I'm sorry. That's not an orange man. That's a black man saying it.
Violence that they've been involved with thus far. With that being said, we're on the front line every day, making sure that our communities are safe. And it's really not about the black community. This is just the beginning, because violence anywhere is violence everywhere. America should be afraid.
Digger, I'm sorry, I gotta pause this. Digger, I'm reading the chat. Digger 420, I walk back into the room to chubbly men going pop, 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 pop. What did I miss? We're talking about gangs in Chicago. The threat of Venezuelan illegal immigrant gangs having turf wars with actual Chicago gangs. Like, the Bloods and the Crips are about to unite to take out the Venezuelan gangs. Like, we're about to see like multiple gangs that have hated each other unify over the fact that at least we're all black gangs, and now we're going to beat the shit out of the illegal immigrant gangs. It's going to be gang warfare in Chicago. Oh boy, what a time to be a bystander. Fuck, I got to get a life insurance policy and a bus ticket.
That this can happen in American cities, one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest tourist attracting cities.
No, One of the biggest. I mean, like, how long is that list? Obviously, we have New York. We have Washington, D.C. We have San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Oh, Jesus Christ. Early mail-in voting, good news. So it's a fucking voting thing? Can you? I signed in. Can you guys quit fucking with your shit and just let me? I want to talk about the gangs. What are you doing? Oh no! Oh, God.
Hey, hello! I've got something to show you, and it's called.
I've got something to show you, and it's called my dick. Dude, never start that way. You're old and creepy looking. Don't start it. Hey, I've got something to show you. Like, seriously, you shouldn't be doing this anymore. Why are you still employed? You have dirt on somebody, don't you? You have dirt on somebody. This is obviously a news anchor that's, like, got pictures or something, because otherwise they would have got rid of him by now. I mean, just seriously. Like, if I've ever seen a face for check my hard drive, wow.
Moving into Chicago have caught the attention.
You know, I don't know with all the issues and systemic disinvestment that's happening where black voters have voted for one party consistently and religiously, that party
$5 on
would
Venmo.
not
Thank you very
listen
much.
to the voters or the community to say, us first. We should be first. Put us first. And the very notion that anyone will have the audacity to think that non-citizens should go before the black community and the most impoverished communities is asinine.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a slap in the face. So
it's really a slap in the face. And it's obviously not something we saw when they imported a whole bunch of fucking Somalians and when they imported a whole bunch of Haitians. Again, there's this thing where the Democrats keep importing people from areas like, oh, we have to take these people from these poor third world countries. And when they come over here, the first thing they do is affect the welfare systems that the black communities are on. That the Democrats and the lefties have been literally keeping the black people kind of hooked on like a drug. Imagine that. And now, all of a sudden, they're taking away your fix, and you're fucked.
This problem. The second problem is that you got the gangs that are coming in now. Trinidad de Agua is now fighting with the local gangs, and this is on top of an already problem right now. You got robbery that's up 12%, aggravated battery is up 13%, murder vehicle theft is up 43%.
Oh, that's right.
And
So
you
this is where we're
inviting
at.
them in to go against now the local gangs already in Chicago. Explain to us what's happening on the ground.
Everybody's shooting everything. Everybody's stealing everything. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. They murdering everybody up in here.
So let me just say this. We just heard about a vice president who said she specialized in locking up and arresting transnational gangs, while the very party that she's a part of, the policies with the sanctuary cities.
All right, so we covered that.
And the border communities. This is just the beginning. Because violence anywhere is violence everywhere. America should be afraid that this can happen in American cities, one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest tourist attracting cities in the country, that we can watch this happen all over the country and not be outraged. And this is the policies, sir. This is what I'm saying, Lawrence. It's the policies that has affected our community and has turned black people, black communities against the current administration.
You know what?
And that's why they're importing all these immigrants, because you uppity blacks won't fall in line. You forgot the rule. Oh. We let you think you're special. Now do what we say. Oh, God. Like, honestly, in this day and age, as I get older, I'm just like, how the fuck How the fuck does anyone vote Democrat anymore? I don't know. The two-party political system was shoehorned into screw the American voter. A constitutional republic has always had a framework for choice, not the illusion of choice. Right? We need more than two parties. But guess how quickly Democrats and Republicans will unite to stop that from happening. So, all right. So, Matt Gaetz, I don't know much about Matt Gaetz, but he's a congressman, and apparently he had an event this weekend, and a very large man in skimpy women's clothing, I guess, decided to crash Matt Gaetz's party. I don't even understand what any of this is about. Why this is happening, but we're gonna find out. I haven't seen it. This is in Texas. This is Texas Connection. All right, so Matt Gaetz has made a lot of headway for being kind of a firebrand and stuff. So he's doing an event.
Dude, this is a very...
All right, why the fuck? Why are you aiming at the floor? We got something going on, asshole. Keep the camera on the fucking motion. And for the love of Jesus, do none of you understand the importance of landscape mode?
Oh my God. What is happening?
Come on, y'all.
Yes, that's
Oh, for real? I thought it was a joke.
Yeah. Real. Oh, that went real far. Again, you have to love these people. You have to love these people. This is a congressman. Politicians have been, well, let's be honest. One politician has been repeatedly had attempt on his life. And, the air is out there that, ooh, Kamala Harris could be in jeopardy because of radical. Right. And so then we have a very obviously confused individual wearing very skimpy clothing. Just like, I'm just going to walk on stage. Again, this bothers me. Why the fuck did you look?
Oh my God.
Dude, seriously, I've seen strippers wear more at the club. And they also had a lot less to cover. Good God. Why is wailing outlawed again?
What is happening?
Come on, y'all.
Yes, that's
Oh, for real? I thought it was a joke.
Yeah. Real.
Is that Liz Cheney?
Ah! That's right, Liz Cheney. You bloated devil's daughter piece of shit. I haven't forgotten about you. You and your Satan father. Your whole family should be held up on war crimes. Oh, boy. I gotta make it an hour and a half. Matt Gaetz is friends with Margie Taylor Greene. So, who cares? Were you saying that was Marjorie Taylor Greene? I mean, I'd buy it, but she normally doesn't wear something so revealing. Oh, fuck. So, yes, I have no... Oh, okay. It was an obese trans person that tried to storm the stage during Matt Gaetz's speech. If the Prez has term limits, why doesn't Congress? They actually have power to create or change laws. I agree completely with you wholeheartedly, Rusty Grammar. I think that there should be term limits for Congress. I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to be a lobbyist after you've been in Congress. I don't feel like you should be able to lobby for people with like, oh, well, I know things because I've been in Congress. Yeah, you don't get to do that anymore. Now you got to go. Go somewhere else. Either move up the ladder or move out. Why do they all look like that? Because they're fat and they're on drugs. But yes, it was apparently a obese trans person. I don't know where people get the idea that trans people have a sick and twisted need to get in front of everyone and spread their message, whatever it is, like there's some sort of villainized group, because you are allowed to exist and be you. You're just not allowed to crash the stage and steal the podium. But I've got bad news for you. Even if you weren't a fat, obese trans person, you still wouldn't have been allowed to do that. You could have been wearing a fucking pair of blue jeans, boots, and a big old dude ranch hat. And guess what? You still would have been stopped by security when you're like, I'm going to walk on stage and drop my mind. Because that's not what they let people do around congressmen when they're speaking at public events. Generally. Oh, boy. But no, it'll be, I was oppressed because I'm gay and trans and fat and I'm in a wig and leave Britney alone. By the way, if I were Britney Spears, I would want to, like, would you sue that lady? Is she trying to steal your look? I mean, the skirt, the fucking crazy eyes, the fucking blonde hair. I mean, at a certain point, how far until it's just literally like personality infringement? Alrighty, so we have this story. Luis Armando. No. Damn it. We can't do. Why? Why do people keep last names like these? Luis Armando Albino. Although now I want to say Luis Armadillo Albino, because then it sounds like it's like a species name. Luis Armando Albino was playing at a park with his brother in Oakland, and he was surprisingly white with red eyes. Oakland, California, way back in 1951, when he was abducted by a woman in a bandana who offered him candy to get in a van. The kidnapper's classic choice. The Bay Area News Group reported Friday that Albino's niece in Oakland, with assistance from police, the FBI, and the Justice Department, located her uncle living on the East Coast. Albino, a father and grandfather, is a retired firefighter and Marine Corps veteran who served in Vietnam, according to his niece, 63-year-old Eltilda Alquin. She found Albino and reunited him with his California family in June. Okay. Oakland police acknowledged that Alquin's efforts played an integral role. Yeah, but dude, like, okay, so that's the dude. We found him. Hooray. But how do you, what was his new fake name? Like, he kept the same name, so he was still albino everywhere he went and you couldn't find him? Like, if they didn't change his name, how did you never find him? The FBI is still looking into the abduction. Yeah, right, but no worries. They're almost like the family that was affected, the kid that was taken, they're almost all dead by now, so fuck it. Who cares, you know? Don't fucking waste your lunch break on solving this one. Albino has not commented publicly about his remarkable life story. We did flip over, right? I did do the flip over, right? Where we flipped over and we said, yeah, look at those old fucks. We did do that? I hope we did. So, yeah, if not, we just did. So we did it there. But, Albino's not commented publicly about his remarkable life story, about the case, and the reunion remain vague. It is unclear whether Albino was given a new name. Yeah, it is unclear. Why aren't you telling us that? And whether the woman who raised him was the same person who took him from the park, and whether he was aware he had a family who were searching for him. Alquin said, oh, wait. Oh, you actually do have a fucking video.
At 10, an Oakland woman is celebrating tonight after decades of perseverance, helped her family reunite with her uncle who was abducted from a West Oakland park in 1951.
Luis Armando Albino was just 6 years old when he was taken while at the park with his brother Roger. He remained missing despite the efforts of Oakland police and the FBI. His niece, Alida Alquin, was determined to find him and got a big break after taking a DNA test online and matching with a man on the East Coast.
and matching with a man on the East Coast. That's right, everyone in Oakland. DNA tests can help you find long-lost relatives. Now give the government your DNA.
My daughter found a lot of pictures of this man, and we started comparing them, and we saw the resemblance that was so strong, how much he looked like my other uncles. And then there was one picture that he really, really looked like my grandmother. That one kind of like gave me chills. And I said, no, there's something here.
This is a photo.
That dude looked like your grandma? Like, I don't mean to be a dick. So he looks like a lot of your uncles, and then he looks like your grandma. That's fucking weird. Wait, Lou Albino, the wrestler? Yeah, not the wrestler.
Photo from 1940 of her uncle Luis and his father.
Fall in the grave. We can now find so many missing fathers.
Alita continued to search online, convinced she had a lead. She took that information to OPD, who then took it to the FBI. They found the man, and after comparing his DNA to Alita's mother, and Roger confirmed it was Luis, they set up a meeting in June.
It was just hugs and tears. Lots of hugs and tears.
A whole bunch of people who had never met each other going, hey, I missed you. Because, I mean, look, yes, the immediate family, it's going to be like, oh, my God, we haven't seen you for 51 years. We thought you were dead. We moved on with our lives. We got better. So he was abducted by Willie Nelson? No, it was a lady with a bandana. Anyways, so maybe it was Willie Nelson's groupie. But my point is, so he gets there, he meets, most of those people are going to be, again, like, the children of, so it's like they hear the story about how their uncle was abducted when he was 6 or whatever. They never met the guy, right? So just tears all around. Oh, I'm so happy to finally meet you. I've heard so much about how you were taken. And then what if he's a dick? Shit, right? That's got to be awkward. I'm uncomfortable around my family, and I've known them my entire life. Yeah, now you got to be able to, like, fart at dinner around people you've never met before? How's that supposed to work? And don't tell me you're not farting around the dinner table. Correct me if I'm wrong, this seems like a Mexican family. I know what you're eating at the dinner table. There's a lot of fucking beans. Somebody's ripping ass.
He hugged me really tight, and he said, thank you for finding me. And he gave me a kiss on the cheek. Yeah, it was nice.
And then he performed what's known as the cumbia, or not the cumbia, fucking Como. Jesus, I got the wrong one. The Cuomo. He performed what's known as the Cuomo, and he thumbed my asshole.
Told me Luis visited again in July and spent time with his brother Roger. They were able to share stories of how they remembered that day in 1951, how they both served in the military and made up for lost time.
So wait a minute. They both served in the military. They never met each other. They never came across. I need to know how the fuck this dude stayed under the radar. Like, does nobody do background checks? I mean... Bobby Bologna, I had a reunion in my family, got a new sister. It is an adjustment. Yeah, but is like the new sister like a new baby sister, or like I had a family reunion and I got a new sister because one that got taken away 50 years ago came back? Every family has a molester uncle, right? And what if that's the molester uncle? What if they took the molester uncle and everybody was safe, and now molester uncle's back in the stacks, and he's like so grateful because now it's a whole family of kids to molest? Oh, boy. All right. How do we still have that much more left to cover? And by the way, I'm having trouble deciding, is this guy buff or fat? I feel like he's halfway between buff and fat. A lot of this says fat. Like the face says fat, but the chest says buff. The arms say fat. The neck says maybe buff, but I don't know, fat.
Roger died in August. Alita also said her grandmother, Luis's mother, always held out hope that he was alive and okay. That woman passed in 2005, but Alita said she is smiling from above.
Yeah, she's smiling from above, but she never got the answers or the closure she had hoped for while she was alive. So who the fuck cares? Yuppers, I'm gonna drill baby. What? All right, what? Digger 420. Yep, Bernier stood up for Canucks before COVID happened and was arrested a few times breaking lockdown rules. Would love to see a conservative government with the PPC as the opposing party. True, those words. I'm trying to figure out what it came, just delivered it. What are we talking about? If he was abducted, it wouldn't be too hard to get replacement ID. Like replacement ID, but social security card and everything else? Like, again, man, I don't know. Seems weird. Like, all right. I hope that the pendulum swings hard enough back to make a reality for our northern neighbors. Disregard the geographical fact Minnesota is located further north than 90% of Canadian population. That is always a really thing. Like, our neighbors to the north. I'm like, well, if you look over there, they're kind of below us. Define north. All right? That guy was Aaron's uncle. It makes so much sense. It does now. Again, I'm still confused about tall, dark, and maybe fat here.
Oh, I think she's happy. I mean, I
think she's dead. So happiness, sad. Your guess is as good as mine. At least you're thinking she's happy. You know, I mean, I guess, hey, you're on the bright side.
Think she was there guiding me too. It's just the way everything worked out. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's unbelievable. I just like.
It's not unbelievable. You did a DNA test, and it turns out he did too. Fawn. All right. Full adult was given up for adoption. Oh, Bobby Malone. Then that's got to be weird. Digger 420. I got to drill and all sorts of bits so I can be a DIYer. I think it's a DIYer, do-it-yourselfer, but a DIYer. I don't know what a DIYer. Are you saying you're just gonna? Are you making like an at-home dildo? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm incredibly confused, and I'm terrified with this audience that it's somehow sex toy related. All right, so Canada deserves everything it gets. Let's fill some holes. That's a hard take. I don't know if I agree with that. Dyslexia. Oops. I'm fixing my cat posts. We all have different problems, man. We all have different problems. So again, that guy abducted at fucking 6 years old. 51 years later. You're 57 and you found your family. Hooray! Hooray. All right, so we have an hour and a half left in the show. We've got 3 stories left for the second hour. We've got our whole third hour content. And we've got overtime stuff if we get through all of that. So thank you for being here. We're going to go, Lab Glass, is she hot? What? Is who hot? Hoo-ha. Anyways, so we're going to get into our next stories here. All right, this is totally clickbait. I'm going to read you the title of it, and I'm not going to click it because, again, it's clickbait and it won't actually say anything. Sarah Palin wearing transparent bikini in public at vacation. Look at photos. You know what? Sarah Palin can afford to wear a fucking see-through bikini. She fucking pulled the wool over everyone else's eyes. Nobody's going to see anything. So many people threw fucking money at her to run for president just because they had hot mom syndrome. And she just took it and ran. Everything is a sex toy with just enough effort, says Lab Glass. All right. That's one of the things that I don't get mad at her for. I love that Sarah Palin literally, like, she knew she wasn't going to run for president. She set up a PAC. She got her super PAC, and she's like, get me money, get me money, get me money. She toured the country. She told everybody, like, we're going to fix it. We're going to do stuff. Gotti shucks, y'all. And everyone's like, oh, I love Sarah Palin. That hot mama's going to be president. And then as soon as she got all that money, she went, and I'm going to leave now. Shia saying, good for Sarah Palin if she can wear a bikini after her 3 dozen children. I don't think it's 3 dozen, but yeah, she had a lot of kids. She pumped out a lot of people. But did she do cesarean section? I don't know. All right, so this guy, Elon Musk, shared this and on Twitter, and that's how it came to me. This is it's 6 minutes long. This is a person who is talking about the moment I stopped believing Trump was a racist. Now, I know a lot of you are saying that, oh, who is this, neo-Nazi? Well, this neo-Nazi, I think, is named Larry. I made a video the other day asking people when was the moment that they came to the conclusion Donald Trump is racist. A lot of people said the Central Park 5. We'll talk about that in another video.
It doesn't work for me.
It was
I gotta have more cowbell.
Yeah, but the moment I stopped believing Donald Trump is racist. So that's weird. So you ask them, when is Donald Trump racist? That's confusing. Oh, thank you for following the channel, Stefan. We appreciate that.
I made a video the other day asking people when was the moment that they came to the conclusion Donald Trump is racist. A lot of people said the Central Park 5. We'll talk about that in another video. For me personally, it was the very fine people on both sides thing.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
I remember seeing that clip and feeling like, wow, maybe he is racist. And I just happened to come across this video on YouTube. It basically said that the clip was edited and that I should go back and watch the entire clip. So I watched the entire thing. It got to that point where he says very fine people on both sides. And I'm like, see, that's exactly, I knew he said that. There's no point in me even continuing to watch this. And then it goes on and it gets to the part where he's like.
And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists because they should be condemned totally.
So he said he wasn't talking about the neo-Nazis and white supremacists. Why would they show me part of the story and make me feel like this? Even in the presidential debate against Joe Biden, he brought up the very fine people thing.
He said, I think they're fine people on both sides. What American president would ever say, Nazis coming out of fields, carrying torches, singing the same anti-Semitic bile, carrying swastikas, were fine people?
Kamala Harris just brought it up on the recent debate.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
People are.
Yeah, again, they're going to misquote him. This is a shock to you? There were very fine people on both sides. Right, like, but here's my thing with even if they were right, the Biden and Harris administration can't talk about supporting neo-Nazis. We're paying the Ukrainian Nazi government to fight Russia.
Are still saying it, even though it's been debunked. Snopes just added this shit in 2024 that was a lie.
Right. But is he suing them? He should sue them for the damage they've caused.
Supposedly said in 2017, he dropped out of a presidential race because white supremacists joined his same party.
I'm not going to be running. The party is, as you know, self-destructing. When you say the party is self-destructing, what do you see as the biggest problem with the Reform Party right now? Well, you've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem. I mean, this is not exactly the people you want in your party.
Then you find that clip of him with Jesse Jackson.
Beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of of his style and his pizzazz. He's a serious person who's an effective builder of building the builder of people. Last year, he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Oh, so it turns out he's not a racist and a bigot like they keep pushing. See, they can't keep saying, they can't let you think he's not a racist and a bigot. Then he might get the black people to vote. God damn it, they're already pissed at the Democrats. They think we treat them like they're just some sort of dumb animal that'll just vote for, look, it's the same color as you, now vote D, damn it. Like they're just a bunch of dumb cats. It has the same color coat you do. You'll pick it, right? You'll pick it. Haha, okay.
Well, it is an honor to be here.
You see the clip with him on The View and him and Whoopi Goldberg, she's saying that they're friends.
I don't think I'm going to get Whoopi's vote.
If you did, let me just ask, if you did beat...
And she likes me. She even put me in her movies.
I was just going to say.
She put me in her movies, right? A long time ago. And how much did I charge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a freebie.
And how much did I charge? Nothing, right? She put me in her movies. What movies? Are we talking Sister Act or... Angry Saxon, stop giving the damn game away.
People love this guy. Like Oprah saying that he should run for president.
Do you have a vice presidential candidate in mind?
Well, I really haven't gotten quite there yet.
It's just
Oprah. I love Oprah. Oprah would always be my first choice. Oprah, your competitor, right?
Oprah's competitor.
And you get an economy. And you get an economy. Look under your chairs. It's an economy. Probably Jumping Jack Flash. God, that movie is so old. Oh, man. Dude, Sandy, I gotta stretch my fucking gray matter to remember that movie. Oh, boy. I hope not. But if it isn't, well, I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Donald Trump is old. Whoopi Goldberg is. We're all old. I don't want to be old. I remember when I wasn't old. Why am I old now? It's not fair. I don't want to be old. It's almost 420 and I'm old. We're going to try and do 420 because I'm a fucking pothead. And we've come this goddamn far. We're not going to stop now, goddamn it. All right, I need to rewatch it. I liked it when it came out. You know what I need to rewatch just because I love it and I haven't seen it in a long time? Moving Violations. I love that fucking movie and I can't get it out of my head lately. Moving Violations.
You know what? I'll tell you, she's really a great woman, though. She is a terrific woman. She's somebody that's very special.
Trump asked Jennifer Hudson for family. Wait a minute, what? In the wake of her family Trump takes in Jennifer Hudson and family. Oh, Jesus Christ, when the fuck was this? In the wake of her family tragedy, Jennifer Hudson received a helping hand from a very unlikely source, Donald Trump.
Judge Joe Brown said,
I've talked to a number of black entrepreneurs who back in the late 80s and 90s, early 90s, were trying to get financing. They couldn't. Somebody told them to go check with Donald Trump. So they come back and tell me they got a loan from Donald Trump. He gave them a term loan, show up with the interest and the principal, one check, but they had to go see him personally. They independently relate this tale that when they saw him, he said, this what you supposed to pay me? This our agreement? I said, yeah. And then tore the check up, shook their hands, and congratulations. Now run your business. And this was when? This was back in the 90s.
Waka Flocka talks about how he showed him how to increase his wealth.
Get a C Corp to run an LLC. If you want to make it even deeper, go get a trust fund and run a corp that runs it.
I'm sorry. It's really, really, really hard to take someone who calls himself Waka Flocka.
LLC. You want to get even deeper, own two trust funds for your business and your personal to run that trust that runs all the business. It can get deep, my guy. Absolutely. And Donald Trump actually showed me that method.
People will say that they want truth, but when you try to present them with information that goes against their beliefs of Donald Trump, they act like this.
He's condemned white supremacy over 20 times.
Oh, yes, when? Could you tell me when?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to see a video of montage of 20 times that he's done it?
Oh, actually, no. I'm more interested in walking up in...
But how are we going to learn if we don't challenge our ideas? I mean, you just made a statement that is actually inaccurate, and I can show you video evidence of why it is. I mean, would you like to see that?
No, thank you.
He's condemned white supremacy and the KKK over 20 times.
Over 20 times?
Yeah.
Do you have him right here? Can I listen to it?
Absolutely, you can. Let me pull it up for you right now.
All right. What's that?
By the way, I'm James. How's your day going, man?
It'd be a lot better if you guys were wearing masks.
Oh, fuck you. Be a lot better if you guys were wearing masks. That clip is going to age really, really well. You're going to feel really, really well like years from now when you get put up on a little nobody show that airs from, and I missed 420 because I'm a pothead. Some of you may be asking, Johnny, do you regret it? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. Bishop brainwashed. Yeah, I love, which one? The mask guy or the chicks who are like, oh, wait, you can prove that he's not racist? Yeah, I'm not interested. I love using my race card. I'm sorry, but I hate to, they'll probably say that this makes me sound like kind of racist, but when it comes to super woke black people, they really love pulling out the racial card. Everything's always race. It's always because they're black. It's always because you pulled me over because I'm black. Well, you were doing 93 in a 45. Yeah, but I'm black while I did it, so you pulled me over. No, again, it's because speeding is illegal.
We can socially distance.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait. You don't want to see the examples? I have 20 examples right here.
He is a white supremacist.
He is a white supremacist. Again, you won't challenge your preconceived notions. You won't challenge them. Oh, God, it's so annoying.
Like Yuri said.
Exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, when a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization.
The populace versus the establishment. Whatever they do to the populist candidate, they're doing to you. When you assist the establishment in crushing the populist candidate, they're going to turn around and do it to you next. Whatever rules that they broke to get at him, that you cheered on because you were so anti-him, those rules were broken so that they can get your consent. And now that they've used your hatred to build consent to break the rules, now they can turn that same attack towards you. And you've yayed and amened it into existence. If you previously believed that Trump was racist and then something changed your mind, I'd like to know, what was that moment? Thank you for watching again. Like I said, I appreciate your time and attention because you can't.
I never thought Trump was racist. I never thought Trump was racist. I thought Trump was an opportunist and an asshole. And I'll be admitting right now that some of the stuff they showed me there surprised me. Some of that stuff surprised me, the loans to black businesses and stuff. Some of that surprised me. Do I believe all of that? Honestly, I don't know. Some of it, I have trouble believing he didn't take, like I have no trouble believing that there were people who were bigots in the financial system that wouldn't write loans to black people in the late 80s and early 90s, and that Donald Trump was willing to write those loans. I could believe that. But I have trouble believing that he tore up the check and said, now go run your business. No. He took the principal, the down payment for the loan. I mean, he wouldn't be as successful as he is now if he didn't get those loans repaid. Although he did file business bankruptcy a couple times. But wasn't that just for the casinos? I don't remember. Real philanthropists don't advertise their philanthropy. Just saying. Just tactless. Who's tactless? Smokeout Prod said, remember the scene in Dazed and Confused when Matthew McConaughey said, "You got a mask? Be a lot cooler if you did." I don't remember that scene. You know what I love about banging COVID victims? I keep getting older and they stay the same age because they're dead. Get it? It's necrophilia. See, in this one, Matthew McConaughey's character's into necrophilia. The Trump steaks? Yeah, Trump steaks didn't go well. Surprisingly, like going down on a chick with a, what the fuck, Eugene Stoner? Trump, not racist, just tactless. That's the problem with the left. They won't listen or want to see the way, want to see the truth. They walk away. Right. They don't want to see the truth because, again, it stems from, and this is why I say it's on both sides. And I'm going to say this again because I've dealt with too many super Trumpers. The Trump derangement syndrome is a motherfucking, and yes, I'm getting visual representation. It's a motherfucking coin. There's two sides to it, right? There's two sides to it. One side you got the lefties, one side you got the righties. The righties love Trump, the lefties hate Trump. And the lefties, like, because they hate Trump, anything and everything is fair and game, free and clear, so long as it stops Orange Man bad. And no matter what they get confronted with to find out that maybe the things you're worried about aren't really something you should be worried. No, I won't hear it. And then the super Trumpers, it's the other way. They refuse to have their ideologies questioned, or when they are questioned, it's just, oh, no. But like Oprah got tried and got taken out, right? And then they had a body double and they broke that news. And if that news was a lie, like, you'd sue for misinformation and right? But she's not, because it's not a lie. Like, because then they'd have to prove that she's really Oprah. Like, oh God. So Donald Trump, by the way, who loves Oprah, we just found out loves Oprah, amazing lady, loves Oprah. But apparently he had her tried on the tribunals because he's secretly in charge. Like, again, the super Trumpers. The super Trumpers, there's derangement on both sides. That's the thing that I stress. And like I always tell everybody else, when they're like, oh, you love Trump. No. I simply think Trump will be a much better presidential choice than Kamala Harris. I view Kamala Harris as a government shill and a war industry machine puppet, and I view Donald Trump as just quite frankly a businessman. An asshole, doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks, shoots loose from the hip businessman. But I'll tell you this, things were better when he was in charge, and I trust him better on the border. And if you have a problem with that, I say go look at our earlier segment where we're being warned about gang wars in Chicago because we're importing gangs. I mean, at what point? How much of the third world do we have to bring here before we're just the third world? I mean, I liked it when we were first world. Now we're on third. Oh, all right. So that's that dude. That dude's video was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I found it hilarious that people are bumping away from the guy who wanted to prove him wrong. We have more to get into. So we have this story that we're going to talk about quick, and then we're going to get oh, wow. Trump warns John Deere of consequences should they ship jobs to Mexico under his administration. So I think he does it in this clip. If he does it in this clip, we're just going to play this clip.
Behind me, John.
Oh, yeah. He does it right in this clip. Okay, so remember how we covered the other day fucking the Harris, the Harris Oprah fucking interview where Oprah really pushed for Harris, saying like, Harris was asked about what she'd do about the border, blah, blah. She didn't really talk about anything. Literally, this is one guy that you can never say does not tell you what he's going to do about, like, hey, what about this issue? What about that issue? And I don't even know if anyone asked him about this issue, but he was at a thing for Pennsylvania farmers.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company. But as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States, so that if I win, John Deere is going to be paying a 200%. They haven't started it yet. Maybe they haven't even made the final decision yet, but I think they have. John Deere is going to, and anybody else that does this, because it's hurting our farmers, it's hurting our manufacturing. And if you do that, you're going to have a 200% tariff put on the product that you make in Mexico, right across the border. They think they're going to make product cheaper in Mexico and then sell it in for the same prices they did before, make a lot of money by getting rid of our labor and our jobs, and really a great name, because John Deere is a great name. I buy a lot of John Deere, tremendous. I'm one of their big customers. I buy a lot of John Deere product as a private person. But if they're going to do that, we're going to put a 200% tariff on everything that...
Again, I don't know if he's actually going to do that. But if you want to talk about who's literally going to protect American jobs, statements like that are a lot more protective of American jobs than Kamala Harris's, well, I believe in this and that, and well, you know, and we'll solve it, okay? Like, sorry, that'll do it.
That they want to send back into the United States, which means one of two things. Our country's going to make a lot of money, or they're not going to build, they're not going to open, and or they're going to sell it to another country. They're entitled to do that. If they want to build in the country, in the United States, there's no tariff. You can go ahead and you can build in any one of the 50 states. You can go ahead. But if they don't want to do that, we're going to put a 200% tariff on John Deere. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to announce very shortly, if they think I'm going to win, or if I do win, they're going to announce that they're not going to build in Mexico. They're going to have to pay a tremendous tariff, which means two things. They're not going to build the plant. If it's not too late, they're not going to build the plant. This country is going to make a lot of money. Or they're going to build the plant, but they're going to build it in the United States somewhere, and ideally a place like Michigan or South Carolina, where we have a lot of auto business. But we're not going to let that happen. But John Deere has got to understand that if they build in Mexico, if they start closing...
You do realize the automotive industries have been doing that too. Like, no offense, man, doesn't Ford and like GMC both have like fucking shit in Mexico? RP, this political content is great, Johnny. Keep it up. Thanks. Love your support. I bet they won't take that chance, John Deere. I mean, Juan Deere. What about the UAW, who is already in Mexico and Canada? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Dive bar. Didn't I just say that? I don't remember.
Plants. In this case, it was in Iowa. They're going to close a big plant. And a couple of them. And that's just the beginning. The problem is that's just the beginning. Then all of a sudden you'll hear in a year from now they're going to do another one. All of a sudden they're not going to be in the country anymore. They're going to have to pay a very big price to be able to sell that product.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep jobs in America, that's about the only way to do it. It's about the only way to do it. Yes, plants in Mexico. We have some Buicks assembled in China from North American parts. That makes even less sense. So we take parts from North America, send them to China, and they build a Buick. Mr. Q, and Trump taxed Ford for moving to Mexico. Well, then good on him. Then he has history to do it. He's already put tariffs on the auto industry that builds in Mexico. The new deal between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico he signed in his first term. All right, so I'm being corrected there. So then good, yeah. I'm in logistics. You would be surprised how much ships out Mexico. Everybody's on my ass about the tariffs thing. Like, dude, he tariffed the automotive before, so yeah. But who's buying a fucking car, right? Especially right now. And fucking Harrison Walls would have you all buy fucking battery-powered cars, and we'll all die. We won't all die. It's just the electric grid's not built for it. 90% of electricity comes from fossil fuel or nuclear energy. Right, but remember, we have to stop oil now because it's killing the planet. It's killing the planet. Wow, I'm trying to figure out. Trump derangement syndrome is on the rag. Damn, Polot bears won't stop fighting. All right, now I have no idea where we're at on that. Okay, I have lost my mind. Okay, what is it? It's 4:30. We have, well, it's almost 4:40. We've got about 45 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever, of show left to do. We've got one story left for the second hour. This one's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun for this one. Mr. Q is always a big fan of animal stories, and I have an amazing animal story. I don't even want to wait anymore. You know what? Let's just get into it. This is out of India. I'm going to read you the title, and I'm going to give it a minute to settle. Troop of monkeys saves young girl from rapist who pulled her into an abandoned house. It was in India, so it's definitely not Black Hawk. All right. Let it go. Anyways. Sandy Squatch. Wow. Yeah, carbon is plant food. It is. Way to go, monkeys, says Digger420. Hell yeah, says Mr. Q. Right? Fucking saddle up your britches, baby. We ain't done yet. This one's got some distance. And I believe there's a video. But normally I don't read the articles on Not the Bee when I pull their stuff up. I try to just pick out the important parts and do my own thing. Because again, yeah. But this time I'm giving this one the go. Even the monkeys know a pedo when they see one. Check out the simians that came to the rescue of this 6-year-old girl in Uttar Pradesh, India, after some creep took her into an abandoned building. Now, does this have the video? Does this have the video? If it doesn't, I know the video's on. Yeah, we don't want this. This is just the actual story. The man was seen on CCTV leading the child, who was only 6 years old, down a lane in Baghat near New Delhi over the weekend. The suspect then pulled her into an abandoned house where he undressed her and began assaulting her. Fortunately, a troop of local monkeys put a stop to the R-wording after seemingly witness what was happening in what has been perceived as a heroic effort to protect the child. The pack of primates rushed towards the R-worder all at once, scaring him off and letting the girl escape unharmed. Oh God, the person who wrote the story says, I'd never thought I'd say this, but monkeys can be national heroes. That sounds surprisingly, I mean, depending on how you look at it, that, oh man. You know what the R-worder was thinking when he saw them? He was thinking,
that monkey's gonna come kill us, Mama.
My daughter would have been dead by now if the monkeys had not intervened, the girl's father told local media. The father also noted that the attempted R-worder had threatened to kill him and that he had picked up the girl when she was playing outside. Dude, I'm sorry, but if you know who it is that did that to your daughter, he threatened to kill you. Interesting. Yeah, that's how that's going to go. He was thinking the monkeys are attacking us. I don't have that one.
I did not have a missing monkey on my bingo card this morning.
So those are the only two I have. Those are the only 2 monkey sound drops I have. But all right.
गांव में एक घर के बाहर 6 साल की
Oh, Jesus. So we don't have the translated version. So this giant walking piece of shit in a green shirt walking down a street. You see here trying to convince this young girl to come into a building. She's obviously reconsidering, starting to move away. But like a true piece of garbage, he's going to grab her by the arm and take her even further to a place to find to be some sort of horrible piece of shit. Dude, literally, do all of your businesses just have barcodes? The fuck is that about? Oh, so it's just that over. All right, it's just that clip over and over again. Well, there we go. So yeah, if anybody finds that guy, beat the shit out of him. Throw him into a pit full of angry monkeys. Super monkey does wear a cape, says Mr. Q. Hoover flag saying delete all PDF files. Well, they do take up a lot of space. But I mean, it depends what program they're in on my computer. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay, so there we go. Hooray monkeys, I guess. Hooray, Curious George to the rescue. For some reason, and I know it's India, but for some reason I'm picturing the baboon from fucking The Lion King. Just coming in and smacking the dude with a stick. They were Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Grandpa Kong, and Dixie Kong saving her. Smoke out prods. Trump shooter's son needed that advice. What did... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that story. I didn't want to talk about it. Does anyone else know what Smoke Out Prods is talking about? Should we go into it? I don't want to, but I don't not want to if people want to talk about it. Med, just detach the head from the shoulders and don't play soccer with it. You'll hurt your foot. Girls aren't even safe to go out to the bathroom at night. Oh my God. Is that true, Shia? That is disgusting. Again, this is one of these things where I don't know, man. Is it environment? Is it nature or nurture? Because I'm telling you, if the me that's sitting here right now was in India without any multiple sclerosis, guess who's going vigilante R-word hunting? Fucking Jesus. Really? Oh my God. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Like, that's when you need Batman. Although in this case, probably Crapman. You need Crapman moving from shithouse to shithouse. Fucking making examples of these motherfuckers. Oh, man. ISO. I don't know what ISO is. I almost don't want to know, given what I know what you're talking about already about the Trump shooter's son has been found with yeah, so no. We've got 45 minutes. Let's grab the third hour stories now. We finished everything in the second hour. But yeah, good on those monkeys for saving that 6-year-old. And I hope they I wish they had ripped that dude's nuts off. Like, fuck, man. If there's one thing I do not. All right, let's pause this or mute that and do this and bring up this. We've got some fun videos. about just a bunch of different things. Oh, the Calgary police release a photo of an arsonist to help identify him. So we're going to see if anyone recognizes the person in that video. And then we have what might be the cringiest minute and a half I've ever found on the internet. And it's from 1 year ago. It has 77 views. The person who made it has 227 subscribers on his channel. How? I have no fucking idea. We're going to watch with his at any rate. We'll get to that. Or we won't, depending on how time goes. Before we get going, though, I do have to remind everybody once again, I have a really weird schedule with medical appointments tomorrow morning. So I will be kind of, I don't know, what do we want to call it? Going live when I can, I guess. We'll do something, either a show with some news stuff, or we'll play video games and hang out with you guys in the chat. 923 subs. Yeah, we are 80 or 77 away from 1,000. I really wish I wasn't sick this weekend. I had a plan to do stuff. I did none of it. Fucking none of it. I sat on my couch and I watched anime like a fag. Play Space Marines 2, Johnny. It looks good. Is it available to play free? Because then maybe. Otherwise, I got other games I'm into, and I just spent some money on a game that because I'm a fucking dweeb and I'm into World of Warcraft, and I spent money. Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know what an ISO is. I don't know what an ISO is. I'd watch that movie. What movie? Johnny is now limping around India to prevent grapes. So far, he has only been defeated by stairs. No, again, fallen in the scenario. In the scenario, and thank you for at least believing No, in the scenario, I don't have MS, okay? In this scenario, I don't have MS. Like, if I'm over in India fighting grapists, I don't have MS is the thing. Saint Caesar, did you buy WoW skins instead? If you mean on Overwatch, I did buy one. I did buy one. But it lets you be Arthas and swing Frostmourne, so I had no choice. It's been a lifelong dream. Like, if I ever had a disposable $200, I'm getting, or more, I think it's more than 200. I'm getting the fucking Frostmourne replica. Like, I'm getting that bitch. Oh, man, I want that. I want that sword so bad. Is this scenario Johnny Superman says? Yeah. I'm a fucking gamer nerd and a giant paola. When it comes to World of Warcraft, particularly the events involving the Lich King and the Blood Elves, or the Sindorai or Silvermoon, whatever you want to talk about, I'm big into that part of it. It's whatever. Yes, I'm a gamer nerd and I'm a douche. What do you want from me? I can't help it. We have a half hour left in our show. We have several clips to go through. We have a cat, considering that she's jumping on my lap. Tag, it's a do or don't thing, but you got to make up your mind, sweetie. Fair on occasion. Wait a minute. What did I got to go back? Let's. I want the new G.I. Joe video game. It looks retro and cool to me. I don't know anything about that. In this scenario, Johnny is Superman. I wish no movie works better if the hero has MS. Sympathy is great and makes your actions even cooler. Right, but I don't move very well, so we need, what, like a fucking exoskeleton that helps me run around? Like a bionic man? I'm down with that. I'll make that work. My point is, right now, I'm almost wheelchair bound. So it's going to be hard to fight R-worders, like, rolling after them, like, hey, you with your dick in your hand, get away from that young girl. Like, it's not very intimidating, you know what I mean? So But I suppose we could put blades on the sides of the wheels like chariots of old. I don't know. I'm starting to fall in love with the idea. I shouldn't. Hey, robo chair. No, we're not. Combat egg chair. No. Mr. Q, 2 of my 3 cats just celebrated their 8th birthday on Sunday. One of my 2 balls thinks that's awesome. Go Road Warrior with that bitch, right? I mean, we could. I want to Mad Max your wheelchair, says King Kong Dong. See, now we're going. Now I'm falling in love with the idea. I mean, other than the fact that I have to, like, hang out in India around outdoor bathrooms, waiting for someone to try and, like, victimize a young lady, which will be weird in and of itself, because I'll be creeping around looking for people creeping around, but at the same rate, I'm in a wheelchair and very suspicious, probably not that innocuous, probably not that subtle, and it's going to be, so now, and people are going to take me as the threat. Who needs a bulldozer when you got a crib chair? Look, man, if we can killdozer my crib chair, now we're talking, okay? But we got a full killdozer the thing. That's all I'm saying. I need rocket launchers. All right. So libs are losing their mind because Trump gave $100 to this Pennsylvania mom for her groceries. Oh, dude. All right, so they don't only think it was cringe, but illegal. What are they so pissed about?
Take the rest of it. Here, it's going to go down a little bit. It just went down $100.
Oh, he gave her $100 for her groceries. Oh, I didn't show the video. Fuck me.
Take the rest of it. Here, it's going to go down a little bit. It just went down $100. We'll do that for you from the White House, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah, it is a little cringe because, yeah, he can give away $100 here and $100 there. He totally did this as a, please tell me he's buying her vote. Is that, they're saying it's a federal crime. Like, they are so determined to make everything he does illegal. Like, he gave some people some money. Whoopity-doo. You guys want to give fucking illegal immigrants handouts left, right, and sideways? You want to send money to Ukraine? Joe Biden and Harris have been sending money by the trillions to Ukraine. So why can't he give $100 to somebody in America? Hoover flag saying still awesome though, even if it's optics. Agreed. Still awesome. If you're this guy in the beginning laughing, if you're this dude laughing in the beginning, because he's paying somebody over here, and I don't know who this is. But I'm guessing this is an employee. So if you're somebody over here, you're fucking dude. Like, it's your day. Is it a little cringy? Maybe. Like, is it a little attention whory? Like, but it's also kind of making it a point, because guess who wouldn't have needed to do this? Or guess who didn't need to do this in 2020? Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't have to go around and give you $100 on your groceries. But the thing is, inflation is so bad that right now he's eating a buffer for you a little bit. And again, is it a publicity stunt? Yes. Yes, it is. But much like Hoover Flag said, even if it's optics, it's still pretty fucking awesome.
Take the rest of it. Here, it's going to go down a little bit. It just went down $100.
I have a problem with the ladies wearing shirts that say "Save on Meat." So when I gave an old lady $20, it was illegal. No, it's because he's a presidential candidate, and technically he could be paying for her vote. So I think that's the federal illegality. Typical poor people bitching about someone getting $100. Oh, no, it's the libs. The libs are doing it. Rusty Grammar, I have 3 more bags to add. The sign was dropped off by someone from the rep party of Minnesota, I think. They saw the flags and just thought, well, this dude will stick the sign in the dirt, LOL. Huh? Alrighty. $100 is like 1/5 a cart of groceries. That would only last a family of 4 or 5, maybe 4 days if it isn't junk food. Right. He didn't say he was paying for her groceries. He said it's going to go down a little bit. And he wasn't wrong. It's going to go down a little bit. It's going to go down by $100. He didn't think he was buying her groceries. He thought he was buying some of them. King Kong Dong, boo fucking who, the election is rigged. Actually, he handed it to cashier. He didn't give it to her. Wink. Fair enough. He handed it to the cashier. That's right. He didn't hand it to her. And but then you could say he by buying those goods on behalf of himself, he was buying her vote. Whatever. Again, when it comes to people giving away money, we have seen the current administration give a shit ton of our taxpayer money to illegal immigrants, people in Ukraine, people in Israel, places that are not here. All right? Like, I don't care if it's like, oh, well, it's going to the poors or it's going to the poor black people. What the fuck ever. I would rather every single goddamn day of the week that the money we spent and sent to Ukraine, Israel, and on illegal immigrants, if that was going to poor black communities and poor impoverished communities, I'd prefer that 8 million times over than where it did actually go. But again, I'm really thrown off by the fact that does no one realize you should not have women walking around with shirts that on the back say save on meat? Am I the only one who finds that odd? I mean, they're taking logs constantly. Save on meat. And especially, like, no offense, one of you surely shouldn't be wearing that shirt because the other one, save on meat. Like, yeah, you'll say, well, that's a bulk buy. Like, I mean, oh, look at them booties. Or don't. That's a Midwest ass. That looks like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a Wisconsin build.
We'll do that for you from the White House, all right?
Thank you.
All right, bye. Nice seeing you, everybody. Beautiful. They're your kids?
Yeah, they are. 3 boys.
Perfecto. Perfecto. 3 for 3. Bye, everybody.
Again, it's the spray tan thing that weirds me out the most. The spray tan thing. Because we can never get it all the way on. And it's just wherever it stops, there's a line. All right, roast beef would have been funnier, though. Save on ham. Ham bone. All right. Yeah, whatever. God, I look like shit today. I really do. Like, I have tried my damnedest to not look like shit today. But between rebooting the internet and everything else that we went through, holy balls, nuts, gee willikers. Angry Saxon saying, the world is post-COVID. Being a good Samaritan is evil now. Well, as we just found out, in India, you're allowed to be a good Samaritan monkey. So, good simian. All right. Trump could promise every American a $100 tax credit, and it's fine. But paying $100 worth of groceries is somehow egregious. Right. Again, it is the stupidest and most frivolous thing to get upset about. I guarantee you that lady's vote was not swayed by Donald Trump's $100. I would certainly hope not. And this is the thing that like with the left, like, dude, don't sit there and say he's buying her vote. Because you're saying the American people are so destitute and desperate that all it takes is a fucking $100. And that's insulting both to us and then also really says something about the world we're in currently if that's all it takes. Like, if that's how thirsty we are, what the fuck have you done for the last 3 and 4 years? You know what I mean? Like, whew. Yeah, dude, stay safe, stay out of the chat. Rusty Graham, rewind to 2019, $100 was a full week of groceries. Right? Like, you go back to 2019, you go back to 2018, and, like, everything was cheaper. Things were so much easier, so much more affordable, and all of it took this weird turn. And now we're supposed to trust the people that have been literally making it worse the last 4 years to make it better. And I'm sorry, but if you don't see walls for the fucking communist dictator that he is, the first chance he gets to take supreme power, he takes it. And unless you get your hands on his pocketbook, that's the only way to make him let go. What's the matter? We can't afford a ZJ anymore? Angry Saxon, we definitely can't. We definitely can't. Smoke Up Prods, right? I honestly don't know how much they'd have to pay me to vote for Kamala. Smoke Up Prods saying $5K minimum. I'm sorry, I need $1 million. If you want me to vote for Kamala and Harris, I need $1 million because I need to be able to move to a different state or possibly country. And I feel like $1 million is going to be the baseline level of money we need for those options. Because again, this is something I spoke out about constantly on my show. It's something I constantly speak out on. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's not a big deal to a lot of people. It is to me. Tim Walz took absolute power over the state of Minnesota because of an emergency. He took his emergency powers and he limited them to 1 month, but he just kept renewing them and he kept upping them. Nobody was allowed to stop. He just kept going, no, I need him. No, I need him. No, I need him. And until the Republican, House or whatever, got their hands on the budget and the purse strings and said, no, we're not passing a budget until you give up your fucking ultimate powers. Then he finally did. So he could get his hands on the fucking surplus money. And I'm sure he profited off a lot of that. So yeah, Tim Walz is an utter piece of shit. King Kong Dong, debt wiped clean or $2 million cash to vote for them retards. See, I don't need my debt wiped clean. I'm paying my debt off just fine. I just need the, I'll take the money. But the reason why some of you might be like, you do that for my one vote is not going to sway the election. Now, if they gave everyone $2 million, we'd all know what happened. Oh yeah, that's right. But that's the different thing. Shia, Donald Trump physically gave this lady $100. Now, if Donald Trump had a PAC, and that PAC had maybe another political action committee PAC, and that PAC put out a video or gave that lady $100 for her groceries, that would be okay, even if it was on the behest of of Donald Trump himself. But him giving her $100, no. Smoke Up Prods, my state is already decided, but Alex Soros tweeted him and Tim Walz having a meeting. Is that true, Bishop? 'Cause that is just more proof that Tim Walz is an evil motherfucker. If he was meeting with George Soros or Alex Soros. Someone else that we need to get signed up for a razor board retirement plan. Holy cunt, inflation just blew past hyper and went to plaid. What happened? We gave everybody that vote for us 2 million. I'll send you a tweet, says Bishop. Do you have my Twitter? I gotta start making scrolls for my like socials. I gotta start using my social media stuff. I gotta be better at this shit. If I'm gonna do this shit, I should really actually like do this shit. We're at platinum level of inflation. We've gone to plaid. Hi, Hobo Chili Recipe. Hey, Hobo Chili Recipe, we've missed you. Man, we had a great story about monkeys stopping rapists in India. Where have you been? Dude. Oh, have you missed out? The monkeys stopping the R-wordists of India. Honestly, one of my favorite topics. I hope Aaron finds that story and talks about it tomorrow. It's nice to see the simian community really pitching in, and if you know what, in that case too, I really wish those monkeys would not like relent. Like I want them to go full tilt and just literally
Twist his dick!
I mean, get in there and get
Oh, dick twist!
Die Bart, yeah, your one vote is going to be canceled out by somebody else before you even leave the building. Ivanka Trump is a 9.9 for sure. Ashley Biden is maybe 6. I don't even know what we're talking about. All right, just I'm gonna say this one thing about with your rusty grammar. Your that certainly might be true. But I'm not dissuading or discounting your events. But I will say this: when it comes to things that have been actually done on film, nobody has talked more creepily about their daughter than Donald Trump about Ivanka. I mean, in ways like, oh, she's beautiful. Like, if I was 20 years younger, not about like, whoa, okay, like no. Slipped one what by? Digger 420 QNSH. Digger 420 whole chili recipe. Good to see you. I honestly didn't invite. Throwing bananas at black people. That's where. Wait. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I'm not going to bother wiping the chat now. We have what, like 20 minutes left in the show. I might try and burn one more on the way out if it doesn't kill me, and we'll be doing a show tomorrow when we get back from our appointments and stuff, so we'll see how all of that goes. We've got our next video. We got a couple videos left. We've got Gretchen Whitmer being super duper cringe, and I can't wait to play that one. I've actually seen it. It's bad. Hobo chili recipe. Shh. I said nothing. I wasn't even here. Smoke bomb. I love that. I love that. I feel like that's I feel like that's a Gravity Falls reference. But then again, Smoke Bomb. Oh, Smoke Bomb expired in 1986. Alrighty. So our first video is an Amazon driver. Look, some jobs are hard, like tedious, and you go through them and you can't even. And so you got to find fun ways to, kind of perk up your day and just kind of enjoy your job. I use drugs. See how this person decides to do it. Oh, dear Lord. I'm sorry, dude, but like honestly, no offense. Did you not see that there? Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna share a really embarrassing story about me because I'm gonna make fucking fun of this guy a lot in a minute, and I want to be able to. Oh yeah, and with the way we got the green screen thing set up now, we got a little more room. Obey gravity. It's the law. I bet he broke his butt when he fell, too. Dude, I'm worried about some head damage there because he took the one in the front and the back. He got him on both sides. Now we know why Aaron's been out of work, out of it this week. Worst Amazon driver ever. Dude, that totally... Saint Caesar, don't even try and pretend like that was Aaron. Even with the incredibly blurred face, did you not see the mop under that hat? So what, Aaron goes out delivering Amazon and he puts on a wig? Actually, that's probably not a half bad idea if he is doing a day job and in betweens. But then why would it be Amazon? You think it'd be like Uber. I don't know. His feet barely landed. His back and head took that fall. Right? Which makes me really worried about whether or not he got like a concussion or brain damage. He didn't even die. Gay video, says Landers. No! Why does he have to die? Alrighty. If Ivanka was my daughter, I'd brag about how I bred a dime, but I wouldn't be pulling some creepy Joe step Pornhub shiz. Yeah, but would you go on TV and brag about how you would bang her? Like, again, I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying what, like, really hung up on that. Biden's not even in office. I mean, he's technically president, but when's the last time you see him do anything? I've hit my head nearly a dozen times, but landing my ass and back on the stairs left bruises hard to sit for days. David Duke says, who invited the... Wow. Jesus Christ. You know what? Just in case. Because you never know. Sometimes it's just healthy to get I was going to tell a story. Thank you. So before we go back to ripping on this person relentlessly, for a short period of time when I lived in Sauk Rapids, I lived in a basement and, I was heading downstairs because my legs worked back then. And in fact, they worked so well that I thought I could kick open the door while I was walking forward and like kick open and step down in like one smooth stride. And I completely jacked up my fucking ankle and it hurt like a motherfucker. Oh man, the thing was swollen really, really bad. I was in a lot of pain. It was a dumb move, but I did it because I was young, dumb, and I wanted to be cool. And that's exactly what this kid did because he knew he was on the doorbell camera. So he thought, I'm going to be the cool fucking Amazon delivery guy. Yeah, dude, that's way too much hair for an Imholt. All right, let's go. His legs aren't spazzing or twitching, so I think he just knocked himself out. By the way, this video is 1 minute and 12 seconds long. Do we want to see how long he sits there? Do we want to see the whole minute? Wait, what happened? Your Johnson was swinging and you hit it. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't feel bad for you because God gifted you a gigantic hangdown, you lucky duck. What the fuck? Definitely got the wind knocked out of him. Egg Picker says no. Digger says yes. All right. So let's see.
Oh. You okay?
Wait a minute. There's a football game going in the background. How he's practicing, how he's running. Wait a minute. What?
They have GPS so they can track things like how he's practicing, how he's running. They do believe he's. I'm trying to get another sword right here. All right. Where's the
They're just gonna check you.
Let's see, which one is this?
Oh, boy. They're just going to check you. Yeah, they better check you because you certainly checked yourself.
Should have either.
Yeah, 679.
When did Sideshow Bob work for Amazon? Says Hobo Chili Recipe. Right? I'm really okay. I just, I knocked myself out. I'm really okay. You're not okay. You are so not okay. She should not have let him drive away. Get him some frozen peas or a bag of ice. He has that shirt and makes sense why he was fucked this week. Again, Sane Caesar? I guess, like, I don't, like, the tism is strong with you sometimes. I guess the part where you heard his prepubescent voice, you saw that it wasn't a giant lumbering dude. Like, no offense, it was too small to be Aaron. It had a fucking why does it always have to be Aaron? Of all, like, that's your go-to thing with her. Oh, that's Aaron. Aaron. Like, again. And when I called you on, oh, but he has the same shirt. Oh, then fuck, it's gotta be him. Forget everything else to the contrary. He's black, but it's the same shirt. Only one person can have that shirt. Oh, Hobo Chili Recipe, because everything that's gay is Aaron. No. I'm saying this is something specific with, like, with Saint Caesar, like with the jokes. And we keep coming, like when we make jokes about stuff, he, like, just oh, that's Aaron. Like, okay. Hobo Chili Recipe. Okay, fat, whatever. Right? That person was far too skinny to be Aaron. All right, so yeah, they called the ambulance. He's like, nah, I'm good, and walks away. Oh, wow. So yeah, that guy should not. I hope they did not let him drive away. Oh, do I want to do this? How much time do we have? We have about 10 minutes. We got that. We got that. We've got that. So we're going to do this one first. This is I don't know if this is 420's neck of the woods, but anyways, Calgary police are hoping the public can help them identify an arsonist responsible for setting fires in the River Bend, community. The fire gutted a garage and caused damage to 2 homes. No injuries were reported. Investigators believe the same suspect could also be responsible for 2 small fires in recycling bins in the area on August 21st and 22nd. To get the public's help, they have posted this picture online. Let's open image in new tab. Let's so if anyone knows who this is, here I'll zoom in so you can really get a feel for it. If you have any idea who that is. Why did they release the photo? Did somebody, like, burn a cigarette out on it first? Did someone have a chocolate donut? We would like your help in identifying this man. What, the jacket? You've taken out the only identifying feature on him. Egg picker. Oh no, it's the carbon emissions. That was supposed to be recycled. We're doomed. Needs to finish his deliveries or else he doesn't get his paycheck. He has no time to do silly things like get himself checked out by paramedics, right? He's already peeing in bottles already. It's Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know if that's Weird Al Yankovic. Why would that be Weird Al Yankovic? Skeletor, either Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow. That's clearly an immortal. That could only be Storm Shadow, the white ninja outfit. Nice call. Hobo chili recipe. If only it was a full lower transformation, I'd be rich and famous in a select community. I don't know. All right. Definitely a Japanese man. Who's doing blackface? It's Shaka. Times were hard after Steel Toe. But again, in Calgary, that is their arson suspect. They released the photo, too. They released the photo to the public. The identity of the young offender is protected under the Youth Criminal Justice Act. Officers are hoping someone may recognize the teen's clothing. The suspect was wearing a gray and white camouflage hooded sweatshirt, black shorts. Okay, so you shared a photo, but you can't share his face. I'm sorry, if you're a suspect, I don't care if you're a teen. Like, if you're a suspect in an arson, like, and the only way we're going to get the multiple arsons, you're clearly a firebug. Like, let's do something about that. Some kid going to get the belt because he wore the same coat that day. Why does it have to get violent? That's just hurtful. Oh, man. It's just some kid's going to get beat over that one. We all know what he looks like under there if they're hiding his face as Digger 420. Well, no, they said it's illegal to show youths. It's a youth. The identity of the young offender is protected under Youth Criminal Justice Act. So we don't know anything. Like, they blurred out his face so completely that we don't know anything. It's an immigrant child, so average 40-year-old, says Egg Picker. Hoover flags, we allow Canada to exist. Yeah, it's I'll agree, it's a stupid law. That is a dumb law. That is a dumb law. Okay, we've done a lot of political stuff, so I'm saving Megyn Kelly having a fight with somebody talking about Donald Trump's appeal and shit for like another time, because I just don't care. And we've got a 26-second video with Gretchen Whitmer that's gonna just shucks howdy, gonna be so fun to watch. And then we've got another really fucked up cringy video. Well, not really fucked up. We got another really cringy video that we'll go through. And since we only have like 6 minutes left in the show, we'll probably have to call it a day. Again, a quick reminder, I don't know when we go live tomorrow because appointments and stuff. Do what we can. And then, yeah. Please tell me she jumps down some steps and falls on her ass. I wish. Unfortunately, if that is not what happens in this, it is not what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get? You're going to get somebody who's got their thumb, you know? Like, on the pulse that's in the rectum of America. By that, I mean like the fucking TikTok generation. What are you talking about, Johnny? I don't know. Let's go over here and watch.
I'm here with volunteers, and they're cooking with gas. This slaps hella. My house party just slayed.
Don't you love it when cringy old people just use your terminology and say absolutely nothing? So again, you're just sitting in front of Harrison Walls for President signs using young people's lingo. Jake Paul is lifting fake weights for his fight with Tyson. Totally fake weights, 25 seconds long. I don't know that I care.
I'm calling voters today, rizzing them up. Trump wants to ship union jobs overseas.
We literally covered a segment, you dumb cunt. We literally covered a segment where Donald Trump threatened a country for shipping jobs out of the country. He does not want to ship jobs overseas, you lying whore. Of course, the lady that tried to get the FBI to frame some of the people in her own state for, I'm starting to believe that she was a part of it and not just a pawn. Like, that's what I would love to do. I'd love to do an interview with this lady and just be like, okay, so real talk. How do you feel about the FBI using you as a pawn in a scheme to entrap your constituents? And then, or were you a willing participant? What is rizzing? I feel ancient. It's stupid lingo that young people use. She's using young people lingo and then interjecting abject bullshit. Because again, Trump wants to ship union jobs overseas. No, he doesn't. He literally said he's going to put... All right, fuck. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to tell you what we already went through. But the thing that's cringy is that you're doing this shit. And another thing that bothers the piss out of me is that people still support her after she either led, let, assisted, or allowed the FBI to use her as a puppet to frame innocent people in her state. Like, dude, I'm sorry. First thing I'm doing is the FBI's out of my state. Unless I had a hand in it. Then I'd be like, meh. But other than that, I'd be like, it's time. We're abolishing the FBI in this state. Why? Because you motherfuckers tried to put a group of people together to kill me. You put or not an assassination attempt, but an abduction attempt. You tried to abduct me. Well, no, it was, no, fuck you. It was wrong. Again, like the FBI should be held to account for that. It's a crime we know they committed. And this cunt just walks around like, oh, whatever. I better start talking to the kids and lying about Trump and his union jobs.
Not chill. This is gas. Trump.
You are ass. Trump wants to cut taxes for billionaires. I'm leaving the chat. Could this one time, just this one time, could the chat be a synonym for planet? Again, tax cuts for billionaires? What?
Trump wants to cut taxes for billionaires. I'm leaving the chat. No cap. I'm Swifty AF.
No, you're not. And just because Taylor Swift supports Harris Walls, like, God damn it. Again, Jesus. Damn it, Johnny. I need entertainment at work. I don't know. There's other shows. I have to do appointments and things. I was recently sick, and the hospitals don't like when you do that. I've got an eye exam in the morning, and I've got a variety of appointments throughout the day, and I don't know how long they'll go. So I'm not going to promise I'm going to be back at any specific time. Because every time I do that, it gets fucked in the ass. And like I said, we'll get back when we do. Who is this lady, says Digger420. Oh, this is Gretchen Whitmer. If you don't know about her, Gretchen Whitmer is, what state what state is it? Is it Michigan? I think it's Michigan. Pretty sure she's Michigan. Gretchen Whitmer is like the governor of Michigan or whatever. And or whatever state she is. She literally, the FBI in her state put together a plan to abduct her. And Michigan. Oh, it is Michigan. Okay. So it's Michigan. Michigan didn't recognize her, says Kim Farmham. Yeah, so the Michigan Bureau of the FBI decided to put together a plan to abduct Gretchen Whitmer. And then they gave that plan to like 4 or 5 people who had no real intention of doing anything. But the FBI wanted to arrest some extremists. So they kind of pushed these people to carry out this plan. And then the minute they did, they arrested them. The people got cleared. It was an entrapment thing. The whole thing broke. But apparently, I don't know why the FBI is somehow not allowed to be punished for that. Gretchen Whitmer is not allowed to be punished, or she did not even look. She did not look like that polished when the kidnapping event happened. They entrapped most of them. Some of them got out, didn't they? I thought some of it got returned. Yeah, Radix Verum covered. Yeah, so again, Gretchen Whitmer, if she's not denouncing the FBI, is an evil piece of shit. And the FBI, evil piece of shit. Hoover Flag's just a prank, bro. It was just a prank, guys. We're just prank. Holy shit, we're out of time. We don't even have time for the other video. We'll save the other 2 ones for tomorrow? I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on. Or maybe we'll fuck around with some video games and shit for tomorrow. I have no idea. We'll figure out something depending on when we get back. But when we get back, we'll launch a show. We'll do a show. We'll hang out for you as long as we can. We've already kicked our goal over for that day and everything else. And our goal is $5 on October 8th. Or 18th, and I'm pretty sure that hype train we had earlier is going to beat the shit out of that. So we'll be moving that forward too. It's been a great day. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been awesome. Sorry about the abysmal start, and we'll be back hopefully tomorrow with another amazing show. Until then, hasta luego.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Fuck! You wanna see my placard? You wanna see my placard? Twist the fuck off! You settle this the old Navy way. First guy to die loses! Women name their queens too. Next time.